Shalom.
Shalom.
Knocking on high bar Shalom. I would lock you la done call Shalom. How high walk out show you my shot. And we the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out with the spirit and power of Yahweh Mashiach shot to preach these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian nations, and Israelite foreigners. But before we get started, we want to say, call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, they double honor to the husband, Apostle very much on the total truth and really well. Much respect to you brothers out there preaching the truth and all righteousness and sin. Shalom. So we're just going to get started into the tribes, you see, because right now it's a prevalent topic. You got guys that can't accept the 12 tribes chart. You see, so we go ahead and start with the Genesis 49.
This is the book. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
When you go into the word befall, it basically means to occur or happen. You see, so what was going to happen to the 12 tribes of Israel? All right, it said last days, which that word last goes into the prophetic future. All right, we're referring to these times, you know, that we are in now.
Verse 2. Gather yourselves together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Which Jacob, Yaquab, which means supplanter, you know, he was surnamed Yasha'Allah, he Prince Power. All right.
Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength.
When you go into Reuben, you know, he was the firstborn. All right, his name is Ra'aban in the Hebrew, which means behold a son. All right.
That would be the Seminole, so-called Seminole Indians.
The excellency of dignity and the excellency of power. Unstable as water.
When you go into that word unstable, could you get in the blue letter? Because essentially, going into these, it basically, the scriptures give a detailed synopsis of what each tribe is going to be like, their spirit, and where they will be at, you know?
It's unstable in the blue letter. It says recklessness, wantonness, unbridled license, frothiness.
Get the strong.
It says unstable.
Unstable. That's pretty much it. It says unstable, but when you go into Seminole and like the etymology of it, Seminole means cimarron. I'm saying that right now. Simeon, which basically means uncontrollable or untamed, wild ones. That's it. Essentially, what Reuben was. You see, the so-called Seminole Indians, because they wasn't able to, they didn't sign a peace treaty. You see, whereas with Gad, you know, they signed different treaties, but Reuben wasn't controllable. You see, going into what he was prophesied to be.
Genesis 49 and 4. Unstable as water. Thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defilest thou him.
Bro, could you get Deuteronomy 33 and 6?
This is Deuteronomy 33 and verse 6. Let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few.
So Ra'aban said, let not his men be few and let him not die, because after the so-called Seminole Wars, you see, a lot of them died off, you see, but the Lord preserved them. You know?
He went up to my couch. Simeon and Levi are brethren.
Shemaiwan and lawyer. Shemaiwan is affliction heard, all right, and lawyer is joined unto me. All right, Shemaiwan is the so-called Dominicans, and you got lawyer Levi. He's the Haitian, the so-called Haitian.
Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Which their instruments of cruelty is going into their witchcraft. You see, if you look up on Google, you know, the most prevalent place for witchcraft is Haiti. You see?
And, you know, Levi is the priesthood, man. They were the first priests. So they had that spiritual connection, man. That's why when they went off, they went completely left, man. You know, so that's why they're so engrossed in witchcraft, the what's it called, voodoo, all these things. It's because you know, they have that spirit in them, but it's not according to the knowledge of the scriptures.
Let me get that for you, bro. Volume 33 and 8.
Deuteronomy 33 and verse 8. And of Levi he said, let thy Thummim and thy Urim be with thy Holy One, whom thou didst prove at Massa, and with whom thou didst strive at the waters of Meribah. Verse 9, who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him, neither did he acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children, for they have observed thy word and kept thy covenant. Verse 10, they shall teach Jacob thy judgments.
Basically going into what you were saying, you were basically saying that lawyer Levi, you know, he basically was the direct connection for the nation of Yasha'Allah, Israel. You see, because he had that priestly duty.
Verse 10, and they shall teach Jacob thy judgments, and Israel thy law.
Right.
They shall put incense before thee, and whole burnt sacrifice upon thine altar.
Basically going into that gift. You see, that's why they was on the right hand side doing the priestly duty, but then they went over to the left hand side doing that voodoo and stuff like that.
And to add to what the brother was speaking, that's why you down there in Haiti, you Levites, that was once the priests of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, that's why y'all catch all them hell down there. Those earthquakes, those destroying winds, because y'all turned y'all back on Yahweh Shem Yahweh and went to the left hand side, worshiping Satan. And seemingly, y'all down there fighting can't stand each other. Y'all brethren, man. Y'all brethren. Y'all need to stop fighting. Y'all need to repent and come back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Therefore, just keep all those plagues and earthquakes and destruction, you know, coming upon y'all. Now y'all down there gang running rampant. Y'all starving. Y'all living in poverty. That's why. Because y'all won't repent, man. Come back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Yes, you Levites, you Haitians.
Deuteronomy 33 and verse 11. Bless Yahweh, his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him.
Referring to the so-called French. You see, because they basically had them in captivity on the island of Hispaniola. You see?
And of them that hate him, that they rise not again.
And that's essentially why, remember we was talking about Haiti, you know, going into why they paying the taxes, because the French are still mad about that.
Right, it's still a subjection, man.
Yep.
Even though they got the liberty, man, there was a caveat.
Yep.
The French was not going to accept your so-called liberty or so-called sovereignty unless you paid them, you know, taxes. Pretty much reparations.
Could you get a quick precept with that? Romans 8 and 16, Dr. Shaw. And could you get John 6 and 63, Dr. Shaw?
Romans 8 and 16. This is Romans 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
And the Spirit referring to the book. You see, the events that happened in the scriptures pertaining to the tribes, you see, it bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Lord. You see? 63.
It's the book of John, chapter 6, and verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
So the words that Mashiach speaks to us, you see, the scriptures is the spirit and the life, but just the point proving that the word is the spirit. You know, so we got the account of everything that happened in the scripture, you see, so that shows us that we are the children of the Lord. You know?
I got a precept. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 3. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speak by the Spirit of the Most High, called Yahweh, by the power called Yahweh Shah, a curse, and that no man can say that Yahweh Shah is the Lord, but by the Holy Spirit. Hey, so we got the account, man, like the brother made mention, man. We got the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. So that shows you that the Spirit bears witness that we are the children of the Most High, man. You know, we come.
Further add to that,
right, who else
is doing this?
Right. Who else is doing this, man? Who else is telling you the incoming destruction of America, man?
You ain't got no damn Edomites, no Moabites out on the street preaching the downfall of Bethlehem.
Right.
As was prophesied to be done in the latter days. You know?
You don't see Amalek out here. You don't see it.
Right.
You know? Like that's a clear cut, you know, to them being the chosen people, man. They ain't prophesied not one day in their life, man. You know?
They don't call upon the name, they call him Hashem, which means a name.
Go back to that Genesis.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, into their assembly, mine honor. Be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I divided them in Jacob and scattered them in Israel.
When you go into, it said, be not thou united. That goes into the Hebrew word yechad, which means to be in unison. You see, so if you look at their island, it's split by a mountain range, and they got like a water, they got like some type of river there. You see, so they're split both physically and spiritually. You know, they don't really, you know, Haitians don't really deal with Dominicans, and then Dominicans don't really, so-called Dominicans don't deal with so-called Haitians. You know,
They're the same people, man. Like that's the thing. It's like if that division wasn't there, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, man.
Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
when you go into the word Judah, it's Yahweh the thanks. It's like Yahweh thanks. You see, in Judah it's Yahweh. You know, could you get that precept? I think it's Deuteronomy 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. Verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, hear Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou an help to him from his enemies.
Fine, can you run the beginning of that verse, the other verse? That said, verse 6, bring down him to his people, because you had Northern Kingdom over here, and Judah was brought here from the slave trade. Right, see?
Deuteronomy 33 and verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, hear Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people.
Referring to the slave trade, bringing them to this land over here, which is known as so-called United States.
It says, let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou an help to him from his enemies.
I said, let his hands be sufficient to him. You see, Judah, Yahweh is good with his hands. If you look at Mashiach Yahweh Shah, he was a carpenter. If you look at King David, you know, he was good with his hands. You know, that's a blessing to Judah. You know?
The book of Psalms, chapter 76, and verse 1. And it reads, in Judah is the Most High known. His name is great in Israel. Because Judah is what? The head tribe, man. You know, they weren't the firstborn, but they were set up through the Spirit to be, you know, the head tribe of the nation of Israel, man. You know, and as it says, is the Most High known because what? Yahweh Shai, you know, comes out of the tribe of Judah, man. King David was out of the tribe of Judah. Solomon was out of the tribe of Judah, man.
Go back to that.
Remember, the firstborn is the one that's supposed to be the one that inherits both of the father's inheritance. And that was to be Reuben. But we know the story of Reuben. Reuben went ahead and slept with Jacob's concubine, you know? And that pretty much, in the spirit, it was already set up for Judah to be the head tribe, but that gave way for him to lose his position of being the one that would be the head.
Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Going into how Judah is the head tribe.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
And Yahweh received the truth before the other tribes. You see, the tents of Judah were saved. Can you get that real fast?
Zechariah 12 and what?
12 and 7.
Zechariah chapter 12 verse 7. Yahweh also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah.
God, so Judah received the truth before the other tribes. You see, that was shown back in those days, and as well as with Abimelech. You see,
you go back to when King David was still in his war with Saul, man. The house of Judah was the only house of Israel that clinged unto David, man. You know, so as the brother mentioned, man, the house of David, the house of Judah was set up before the rest of the nations could come back and serve Yahweh Shai, man.
Genesis 40:99. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He croucheth as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
And the Lord is going to rouse Judah up. You see, he said Judah will be a terror unto Egypt, referring to this truth. You see? Yeah, and this word is a terror to Egypt. You see? This represents the downfall of this man's kingdom, his rulership.
It's Isaiah 19 and 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid of him, because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he had determined against it.
Right. So starting with the house of Judah, man. Now that's what's going to be riled up, in Jake, man. That spirit is going to be riled up, for them to come back to serve Yahweh Shai, man. And ultimately for them to fight against Esau Edom in these coming days. That's why we're going to see such great, race riots and things of that nature, man. It's Baruch chapter 4 and verse 25. It reads, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck." So that's what's coming, man. Starting with the house of Judah through Yahweh Shai, and then the tribes on down, we're going to be treading upon the necks of our enemies, man. We're going to be able to see the downfall of this wicked kingdom, man.
Genesis 49 and 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
So it said the scepter, talking about the Hebrew is Shabbat, all right, which is a lot. Yeah, Shabbat, which is a mark of authority. You see, Judah is always going to be that head tribe.
Until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Referring to Mashiach Hawashah, that's who Shiloh is, which is Shayalah, if I'm not mistaken. Could you grab Isaiah 34:15? It said, unto him will the gathering of the people be, which the elect, or the 12 tribes is being gathered by this word on this side, you see, but in the kingdom, everybody's going to be gathered together. And it first starts with this word.
It's Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail.
Every prophecy is going to happen. You see, it was written in Genesis 49 that was going to happen to the 12 tribes, and it happened. It's happening. You see?
None shall want her mate. For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Hey, so again, the elect is being gathered by this word. The nation is being gathered together with this word. Right?
It's Numbers chapter 24 and verse 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. But that scepter going into that power that's been given to Judah, to who? Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai, King David, and then the men on down. But it's always that power is going to reside in the house of Judah, man.
Genesis 49 and 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, and until him shall the gathering of the people be, binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of the grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
Mashiach Shaddai Yayan. All right, the Lord drunk wine. He drank a lot of wine. You see. Yeah, the Lord drank a lot of wine. You see. Keep on.
Verse 13. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea.
When you Zebulun, Zebulun, which means a dwelling. You see. Which are you?
That shall be for an haven of ships, and his borders shall be unto Zidon.
When you go into that word haven, it says Hawat, which is a cove. All right, so basically, they dwell near a lot of water. You see, when you go into who was down there, you see you had the so-called Mayans that was down there, dwelling from Guatemala down to Panama. All right, when you go into the word Maya, it means a spring of water. You know, which is spiritual because it lines up with what it says what they will be doing. You see, there will be a haven for the ships, which is the Panama Canal.
Deuteronomy 33 and verse 18. And of Zebulun, he said, rejoice, Zebulun, in thy going out, in Issachar, in thy tents.
That was it. So Zebulun, Zebulun, and Yashakar, Issachar, you see the so-called Mexicans, they actually cohabitated at one point in time with the Aztecs and the Mayans. Yep. You keep going in.
Genesis 49 and 14. Issachar is a strong ass, crouching down between two birds.
Yashashkar, Issachar, he is higher. All right, the two burdens being North America and Central America, because it's talking about the land of Mexico.
And he saw the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant.
Talking about Mexico.
And bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute.
Referring to the time period to where Issachar became a servant unto tribute to the Spanish conquistadors. You see, they had them in captivity down there. You know, and if you look at through the spirit, who's the hardest working people in this world, it's Issachar. You know, they're known for their hard work. That's why a lot of times, like Esau, like if he want a job done, he will hire so-called Mexicans. You know,
go to California, get some immigrants. You know, just pull up on the truck and and throw some money up, man, and then Jake will hop in the back of the truck and go work.
Yep.
And the majority of the industries, the majority of the restaurants, the majority of the construction, it's Issachar, man. Now, like I said, he is hired, man. If you can't get to Genesis. Genesis 30 and 17, it reads, and the Most High hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the 5th son. And Leah said, the Most High hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband, and she called his name Issachar. You know, so that's, you know, he is hired, man. You know, Issachar, the hardest working tribe in Israel, man.
Right.
This is 1 Chronicles 12 and 32.
Hi.
And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know that Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren at the commandment. Right, so Issachar, man, they knew how to understand the times, man. Meaning read the stars, right? Pretty much, they knew how to understand the stars. And when you go to the Aztecs and the Mayans, pretty much it was the Aztec calendar. The Mayans, they got it from the Aztecs, but pretty much they were able to read the stars. That's the reason why they created that calendar, man. They were able to know how to navigate. Even when they navigated from Assyria all the way over here to the Americas, they navigated reading the stars, man.
Can you get that, bro?
Let's go to the park, Dad.
Wait. You gotta hear this, because this is
Dad, you want
Because like the brother said, you know, Issachar was good with the stars. You know, he going to like GPS, it's actually lined up with the stars. You know? That's why, like, when you see the Aztecs and the Mayans, they had the different calendars, you know, the pyramids. That's somewhere in front of us.
I got you.
gentlemen, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you already?
Yeah,
Oh, damn, my bad.
This way.
Keep going.
And the back, if I add, in the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incas, you notice how they build down there in Central South America. Pyramids. They are the same tribes who built the pyramids in Egypt. That's why these Edomites, you know, compared to two, you know, who built these tribes, who built these pyramids? They similar. They must have had world travel, not knowing it was the Israelites, man. They know, but they try to hide it from everybody. When the northern tribe left, out of captivity under the Assyrians, came over here, and I guess around 720, around BC, it was the Aztecs, the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incas, are the true Israelites, that were dwelling in Central and South America, man. That's when the conquistadors came over here and conquered them, because they knew they was the Israelites, man. And all these movies and documentation on TV, they said that aliens and all that came down and built the Aztecs. No, it was the Israelites. They built the pyramids, all that over there, what you see in Egypt, because they were slaves, man. So all that you heard about, the space age and all that, who built them, all that, you looking at the people that's preaching and teaching on the highways and byways right now. That's who the people who built it.
Right. It's like I also want to add, when you go into history, when you read about the Moors over there in Spain, the last king that was taken down by Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand or Fernando, something like that. Now they were taken down. I mean, the Moors were taken down and they were pushed down to the northern part of Africa. But at that couple years later, Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand or Fernando, they ended up sending Christopher Columbus over here to America. So they knew, man. They knew who they were going to conquer, man. They knew who they were going after, man.
They knew that there was a passage that the Israelites had went on to get to this side of the earth.
Right.
By way of what? They read this in the second Ezra, 13th chapter.
Apocrypha.
Yep.
And what happened to the people that built, everybody wondered what happened to everybody that lived in these pyramids and these cities and everything. The conquistador, that's what happened. When they started sinning and sacrificing, the Most High sicked the devil on them, just like he sicked them on us. Came over here, rape, rob, murder, and destroyed everybody's heritage and called them different names. That's what happened to them.
Right. It ain't no coincidence that Christopher Columbus had Hebrew interpreters on his ship. Because they knew who they were going after, man. They were going after the tribes of Israel. Right? And when they came over here, even though Jake had deviated a little bit from the Hebrew, they still had a broken form of Hebrew.
That's right. And you can see it in these old movies. And that's why they separated everybody. They knew we the Israelites. They know once we get, come back together, it's the end of their kingdom, man. So all these people down in Central and South America, and the Hispanics out there in California, back in the 80s and 90s, fighting all that, man, y'all fighting each other. You're kin folks. We all brothers, man. All our daddies go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right,
12 tribes.
Right. Esau had us fighting brother against brother.
That's right.
You had the Buffalo soldiers. You had Judah fighting against Gad. You had over there in Mexico. You had Issachar fighting against Gad up here. Man, they put us against each other.
Ultimately, what did they go back to?
Curses.
Goes back to the curses, our disobedience. Yet thy eye shall be evil toward thy brother. And Esau knew that. He fed off of it. And put us deeper and deeper into that rabbit hole of hatred toward him.
Right. The devil knows scripts. This book of Genesis, chapter 49, and start at 16.
You go to 19.
19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
Gad, it would be God in the Hebrew. It's referring to the so-called Native Americans. All right.
But he shall overcome at the last.
The troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last, referring to the U.S. cavalry. You see, they were overcame, or Gad was overcame by the U.S. cavalry. But he shall overcome at the last because they're going to get redemption. All right, could you grab Deuteronomy 33 and 20?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
God said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. All right, that's referring to Gad's territory. Gad had from Canada all the way down to most of the United States, or all of the United States, so-called United States. Yep. And it said, teareth the arm with the.
It says, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
God with the crown of the head. The crown of the head is referring to how they wear the big headdresses. That's where you get. You know how Esau walking around with the state trooper hats? They got that from Gad because that shows a sense of, authority. You see, that's what the chieftains and Gad will wear, the big, the feather, yeah, the eagle thing, the feathers.
Verse 20. Out of Asher, his bread shall be fat.
So Asher, Ashar, comes from the Hebrew word to be happy. You see, it says his bread shall be fat, Shemal Luchem, all right, which means abundance of food and resources. All right, that's referring to the so-called Brazilians. All right, keep going.
And he shall yield royal dainties.
Talking about, again, their food. You see, they got the big events. You got carnival and very simple other events like that. You know, they got, it's like an event for like a whole month, you know. Did you get that? You go hold that. Did you get Deuteronomy 33 from the shop?
No. What?
I think it's verse Asher. Yeah, Asher. Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 33 and verse 24. It says, and of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren.
Because right now they're outcasts. It's referring to the so-called Amazonian Asherites, you know.
It says, and let him dip his foot in oil.
They got a lot of good resources down there. Keep going.
Verse 25. Thy shoes shall be iron and brass, and as thy days so shall thy strength be.
It said iron and brass. When you go into that Hebrew word, it says barazal. All right, that's where you get the term Brazil, because they produce a lot of iron. You got the.
It's the world's top 5 largest iron ore producing countries, and number 2 is Brazil with 400 million tons.
That's where you get the term Brazil. Barazal meaning iron. It's rich with iron down there. You see?
Because they call Brazil the breadbasket of the world, man. You know? And it says here, it says Brazil has centuries been leading producer and exporter of the world's breakfast or soft commodities, orange juice, coffee, sugar, and cocoa. You know? It says Brazil also has the largest commercial cattle herd on the planet with around 200 million heads. Although it consumes about 80% of its beef, Brazil still manages to be the world's largest exporter of the meat. You know, so the world gets a lot of their resources from Brazil, man. You know, as the brother has been going into, man.
Genesis 49 and 21. Naphtali is a hind let loose.
Naphtali, which means my wrestling. All right.
He giveth goodly words.
It says Naphtali is a hind let loose, referring to how he moves. You know, he's a very nomadic people. All right, these are the people from Argentina and Chile. You know,
and if you think about those people, they live in a really mountainous region, man. So you go into them and you see they exhibit those nomadic qualities, right? They're always moving in herd. They move herds of sheep across the mountainsides through Argentina and Chile and such. That's a beautiful.
Deuteronomy 33 and 23. And of Naphtali, he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor and full with the blessings of Yahweh, possess thou the west and the south.
So they got a fruitful land. You know, you got, like the brother said, they got a lot of farming and everything down there. It says, possess thou the west and the south, which you got Argentina and Chile, or Chile and Argentina, but the west and the south is referring to Chile and Argentina. All right.
They possess that west southern part of South America.
First or second, whatever that first weekend of October is. And I'm like,
Genesis 49
priority wedding that October.
and 22. Joseph is a fruitful bow. A fruitful bow. Even branches run over the wall.
So Apariam in the Hebrew, all right, meaning I am fruitful. All right, referring to Manashah, Manasseh, and Manashah. Yeah, even for Apariam Slat. We're talking about Yahweh. It's talking about those two peoples. All right, the Manassites and the Ephraimites. All right, and it says it's a fruitful bow because they have a lot of children.
Yeah, very fertile family. You said it, man.
Verse 23. The archers have surely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him.
talking about the heathen that came down there to basically put the so-called Taínos into captivity. You know.
Verse 24. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty power of Israel.
The Lord didn't allow them to die out. You see.
It's Deuteronomy 33 and verse 17. It says, his glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of unicorns. But then he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth, and they are the 10,000s of Ephraim, and are the thousands of Manasseh. Just going into the abundance of people that were coming out of those tribes. Man. It was like the scriptures talk about. Each tribe is like unto a nation itself. Man. Ephraim and Manasseh are the most fruitful tribes out of the body of Israel. Man.
From this is the shepherd.
Deuteronomy 33 and verse 13. And of Joseph, he said, and of Joseph, he said, blessed of Yahweh be his land.
So, chiefly referring to Aparion, all right, said, blessed be his land. All right, when you go into what Puerto Rico is, it's rich port. You see, he had a very fruitful land. All right, they also called, so-called Puerto Ricans are called Boricua. All right, that means a land of the village Lord when you look it up. You got that in the it essentially is going into the same thing what's in the scriptures. It says, blessed be the land, blessed be their land. You just read something where you go to the land when you're part. It says, this is Deuteronomy 33 and 13. It says, blessed of the Lord his land, be his land. All right, when you go into the word Boricua, it means the land of the valiant Lord. All right, which that's pretty much synonymous in the spirit. You know, if you can receive it.
So Deuteronomy 33 and 13. And of Joseph, he said, blessed of the Lord be his land, for the precious things of heaven, for the dew and for the deep that coucheth beneath.
Again, somewhere.
Verse 14. And for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon, and for the chief things of the ancient mountains, and for the precious things of the lasting hills.
Again, just going into how rich Puerto Rico is. You see, and again, it's Boricua, and then it says in the blue letter, it says Barakat Yahweh Arataza, all right, which that goes into the land of the Lord. All right, Arataza is the land, all right.
That my man, they say when the conquistadors roll up on island of Puerto Rico, they say in the Bay Area like they say with diamonds and rubies and stuff all scattered on the beach. That's why I call it the Port of Riches, Puerto Rico. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, 24. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty power of Jacob. For this is the shepherd, the stone of Israel, even by the Most High, thy Father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breast and of the womb.
I don't think we included Manasseh, Manasseh. That's the so-called Cubans, all right? Which they are also of the tribe of Yahweh, Joseph.
Verse 26, the blessing of our father have prevailed above the blessings of our progenitors, until the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separated from his brethren.
Referring to Yahweh when he was in servitude in Egypt, he became like second in command.
Yeah, Joseph. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Genesis 49 and 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Mon Yamyan. All right, Mon, son, Yamyan, right. Son of the right.
In the morning he shall devour the prey.
It said, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. All right, because that's referring to when you look at a wolf, before they hunt, they got a beautiful call, and that's referring to how Benjamin is good with his music. You see, he made all of the songs, chanting down Babylon. You got that music, reggae. What's his name? Bob Marley. Keep going.
I may say too, as the brother mentioned, wolves, they're crying out. When they make those calls, they're calling out to the other wolves, man. And that's what Benjamin is doing through that music, through the spirit, man. They're calling out to Israel. They're calling out to Yahweh Shem Shai, to get us out of Babylon. But they don't understand that through the spirit. But that's how you can link that up with the scriptures, man. Because Benjamin has been notorious for calling out and chanting down Babylon the Great, man.
And that's the Jamaicans down in the island of Jamaica. Benjamites.
I also wanted to add, the Apostle Gabar, he may have mentioned this too. Back in the 70s and 60s, there was a lot of that reggae music coming up. And a lot of them would mention Israel in the songs. One major one was by this one guy, Jay called Desmond Decker. He had a song named Israelites. Right? That shows you, man, hey.
That's a well-known song.
Right. Popular song, right?
That's why when we went back to Romans 8 and 16, the Spirit beareth witness. You see, we can see it through the scriptures, all right? And our people personify what's in the scriptures, because we actually living it out.
And that's the importance of the sign, man. So that people can link up the tribes to their respective groups around the earth right now, man.
Yeah, I think a precept to add because you made mention of the sign, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. If I can start at verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hast hearkened not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So just to add to the brother Quanawaz's point, and further the edification as the brother's been beautifully going into the lesson, the spirit beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High based upon the personalities, the attributes and characteristics of the tribes today, along with the sign of the curses being upon these people. This isn't coincidental. This is all spiritual, because you have all of the tribes, all 12 tribes, suffering under the hegemony of Esau Edom. And it's happened exactly as the scripture said it would. Okay? These heathen catch hell, but they're not held underneath the curses as Israel is. Okay? The curses are distinctive to the nation of Yasha Allah.
Every tribe has gone through a terrible captivity, man. Now you go through all the nations in the South American countries, man. What the Spaniards did to them, man. And what they did over here, coming to take Gad and shipping them across the seas, man. What they did to Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, over here in the Americas. All the tribes have had a terrible captivity out here, man. And like the brother said, man, that's the sign of the curses that are upon our people. And that tells you, it shows you who the true children of Israel are.
This whole lesson that we've been going into is what? Signs. Okay? Signs of the characteristics of the tribes today. Jacob told the tribes, he sat his children down and told them what would be of them in the latter days. He gave them the signs, he gave the spirit that was set up for that.
Just like my soul travel,
So that us, we wake up to our heritage, we can identify these things and connect them to ourselves. Because for so long, our people, they subscribe to these bywords and proverbs. Nigga, that's prophecy. You know?
I got that right here. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And that shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall send thee.
Right. Became the byword and proverb and astonishment. Look at these niggas. These Sphinx. These Native Americans. These Black Americans. Every fucking name under the sun except for Israelite.
Right.
And by them doing that, that severed the mind of Jacob. They forgot who they were. Going back to the crafty counsel in Psalm the 83rd chapter, that they could take the name of Israel out of the earth. Okay?
Divided the tribes. Y'all brothers, man. Y'all, just because y'all adopted these names, these bywords, you know, y'all think y'all different people. Y'all different nations. Y'all the same nation, man.
Exactly. Here it is. Here it is. You got brothers and sisters across the 12 tribes that beef with one another, and that hatred, and that shit is retarded, man. You know? Here it is, the truth of who we are is revealed to us in the latter days as prophesied. What happened? The dry bones waking up once more. And you niggas still clinging on to this death culture that's been of no benefit to you, man. Enough is a fucking enough, man. Alright? This is the right way that we are to follow, man. This is our heritage. This is our religion, right? This is our culture. These are our customs. Alright, we need to return back to that, man. Because like the brother said, you got Jake that actually believe in they fucked up minds that they're black, that they're Hispanic, that they're Native American, and then that fuels a division amongst the tribes. But we're all one. As the brother has said, as the brother quoted the scripture, each tribe is like a nation. You know? So with that understanding, what does that mean? Yeah, you're gonna have differences, but we're all one. You know?
So Isaiah 1 and verse 1. The vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
Going into the nation of Yashala, the 12 tribes, you see, they don't consider. You can get that word from consider.
This is consider, it reads, to discern, to understand, to perceive, to observe, mark, give heed to, distinguish, to have discernment, insight, understanding, to be discerning, intelligent, discreet, have understanding.
What about the Strong's? Does it say anything about remember? To bring to mind, to mention, to...
It says, the Strong's definition reads, to understand, attend, consider, be cunning, diligently, discreet, discern, eloquent, feel, inform, have intelligence, to know, to look well to mark, to perceive, to be prudent, to regard.
Regard, the Lord's people don't want to regard that they are the nation of Yashala, you see. And that's two parts to that, you see. Dealing with Psalm 83, which we're going to get, you see, Esau had a part to play in that, but you see, Jake don't want to come back into repent, to the fact that he's an Israelite,
Isaiah 65:2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that is not good, and after their own heart. It's Isaiah chapter 65, verse 2. I have spread out my hands all the day.
The Lord is offering his mercy and his word to his people for a very long time, you see.
Which walketh in a way that was not good. In modern way.
Yep, modern. And modern basically goes into adverse to the scriptures. You see that they're walking in a way that's adverse to the scriptures, you see.
After their own thoughts.
And the scriptures say there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You see, at this point, we require, to repent or perish. Like we went to yesterday.
Luke 13:3. Yahushua was very straightforward when he came on the scene with his message. Either you're going to repent and believe in me, or you're going to die. Because at the end of the day, everyone believes in something. If you don't believe in Yahushua, you anti-Hamashiach. If you anti-Hamashiach, you expect to get into the kingdom?
And that's...
I was saying for the Yahushua ain't taking no prisoners, man. Outside of the elite of Esau, if you're not on the side of righteousness, man, you're getting put to death, man. Sweet.
That's right. Especially with Israelites, because you have the opportunity of repentance and fortitude. The heathen nations, they don't have this choice. They don't have the grace of the Lord to amend their sins and transgression, to have their sins blotted out, to not be held accountable for what they've done, and for you to misuse that grace, okay, you're gonna find yourself in dire straits, man. As I went into a lesson today, God was the time that, as the brothers been going into this lesson, we have the understanding of who we are. Now what? we know that we the Israelites. How the fuck did we get out of this thing, man?
I gotta present in the bag what the brothers are speaking about. This is what happened to our nation, man. That's why you 2/3 out there, y'all out here running rampant, doing all this wickedness, evil, don't know who you are, don't believe us. While, don't believe us, that who try to tell y'all who y'all are. Y'all don't believe us, trying to tell y'all what happened. So the scriptures don't tell you what happens, why our people are out there just, in gross darkness. Psalms 83. Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. Who are enemies? So-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He brought us over here to Isaiah, Deuteronomy 28:68. You were sold into your enemies. So that's what we talk about, your enemies. That's us. We know what we sold to the white man, our enemies. For lo, thy enemies, which is the white man, make a tumult, and the other nations, that they hate thee and have lifted up their head. They hate us because we were the children of Yahweh. They seen Most High favored us. Most High, we was prosperous. We was living good. We was on top. We was ruling. And they despised us. They hated us. All the nations. In this list, all the nations. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against the hidden ones. So they all got together and said, look here, we jealous of each other. We jealous of God. We ain't got no God. We got to make our own God. So we got to make a consult. We got to get together and try to figure out how we going to separate them from their power.
This is actually what happened.
It's in the scripture. You read it.
It's an actual biblical account that we're reading right now on how the heathen nations, all of the other 17 nations, okay, because there's 18 nations in the scriptures, the 17 other heathens all conspired so that they could wipe our heritage away from us.
That's right.
You had the Hamites, the Ammonites, the Ishmaelites, the Edomites, okay, Amalek at the very top of the seat, coordinating the plans and shit. He was a quarterback, But the point that the brother is reading right now, this is the crafty counsel that these heathen took part in, so that we can pretty much have our memory wiped, like a database. Because never before, when we have went into prior captivities, has it been to the point where the remembrance of who we were was completely eradicated. Only in this captivity where was our mind, our memory chip wiped off.
And while they did that, they was tired of trying to come up against the Israelites, and Yahweh Shai was on our side. We stoned them out. Man, we went to battle with all these nations. As long as Yahweh Shai with us, we was righteous. We ruled. We put our foot on their neck, and they couldn't stand it. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't come up against the God of Israel.
And they knew that.
They knew it.
They knew that. That's why this crafty council was so vital to establish this new system. Because they knew, all right, look, we're going to have to figure out a way so that they can never rise up again.
If we can just get them to go on, sin.
Right, continually.
Yeah, and their power will leave. Then we can take over.
And then it got deeper. We need to sever the memory of who they are completely. Take away the name, take away everything. Now, we ultimately know it was the Lord that had it happen that way. But these devils went to that level, that extent, because they knew what would happen, which we see happening right now, as it speaks of in Revelations 11 and 11, stand upon their feet with great boldness, and fear fell upon them. These niggas are fearful right now. This is exactly what they wanted to avoid, but the Spirit had it to where it had to happen, because it's prophecy.
Right. When you read
How about to answer to his point, he said that 2/3 wouldn't even consider because every ties into it says remembrance. You see, those two are synonymous.
And when you go into Revelation, above that, above Revelation 11 and 11, above that, it talks about how they rejoiced, man. They rejoiced whenever they took us down, man.
Yeah.
They were happy, man. They were sending gifts to them. What would they get us? What would they get us? It was Jake. You know, whenever Christopher Columbus came over here to Hispaniola, or what now called Haiti, or Dominican Republic, you know, what he did was he took slaves and sent them over to the Queen Isabella as a gift. Showing you, hey, you know, we conquered them, we took over. Here's some gifts, man. Pretty much what they did. But I want to get this precept for further brother's point. Psalm 62 and 4. It says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. Psalm 62 and 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. And that's what our enemies did, man. They all consulted together to cast us down from our excellency, man, from our power.
What does that mean? That means that when these devils have these World Economic Forum meetings, these global summits, you know what that means? That means that the nation of Israel is brought up as a topic of discussion. Because that's when they only consult. Exactly. Like everybody in the meeting. Hold on. You no. You can't come over here. Why can't I come on? I should have a representation. If there's nothing being said about me, I should be able to be present in the room. I should have a voice, right? Hell no, you can't be here.
So they've been there discussing, you know, we can continue to keep them down. Right. We give them this, that'll keep them sinning, keep them doing wickedness. That's what they do. That's that crafty counsel. It's still going on.
Right, Jake is never present at any of these summits. No representation. The representation that Jake will be provided is a heathen.
Right.
Continue on. Psalms 83 and 4. And they said, come, let us cut them off of being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right. Now, if I may speak on that right quick. Ways that these devils went about doing this is so deep-rooted. One example is, if brothers have ever seen the Woman King, right? That tribe, I can't recall the name of that tribe off the top of my head, but they were actually involved in the slave trade of Israelites. Now, when you look into one of the practices they did over there, if you look it up, it's called the Tree of Forgetfulness. And what essentially they would do, they had these Hamite priests and witches. They would make Jake walk around the tree. The men will walk around 9 times. The women will walk around 7 times. And what this was, the intent of doing this was to put Jake into a trance to forget who they were, to forget where they came from. And this is just one of the ways that these devils all they conspired together to make this agenda come to fruition. You know?
It's a part of that diligent search, man. There's one thing Esau Edom is known for is not having anything of his own. You know, all they did was copy the same thing that these Hamites did, the same thing that these other nations do. They used the same gods, and they used the same enchantments, as the brother mentioned, on Jake, man. You know? They did the same thing to get us to pull away from Yahweh Shai even further, man.
Psalms 83 and 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
One consent. I may not like your ass. But damn it, when they come to Israel, we together. Just like how they're going to stand against Yahweh Shai, right?
Yeah, they're going to be out there fighting.
They're going to fight against Yahweh Shai.
Fighting, killing each other and everything. Blood and guts going to be everywhere. And they all going to join forces.
All the animosity between one another is going to shift once they see Yahweh Shai come with the host of angels. Because, right.
Reagan say that.
Exactly, he did.
You see that? World War I, World War II. All nations couldn't stand each other. But look at it, buddies.
Right, they buddies. But the thing is, they're only going to stand together like that when it comes against Jake.
Yeah.
Because they ultimately know Look, man, if they establish themselves, we all fucked. We all finished. You know?
Got that word confederate. It reads, a covenant, an alliance, a pledge between men, a treaty, a league, a constitution, an ordinance, an agreement man to man, an alliance of friendship. Pretty much, hey, they're teaming up against Israel, man. Now, they put all their differences aside to come after the people of Israel. Because why? When Israel is in power, they're in slavery, man. You know? And they're afraid of that. They understand that once we get back in the power seat, that there ain't no more going back, man. You know, they're gonna be in chains, and then they're gonna be in servitude forever, man.
They was like, man, we gotta take a chance. We gotta take a chance, man. We gotta try and see if we gotta roll the dice, see if we can try and subvert prophecy. You know? Let's see if we can go ahead and throw a fucking cocktail of witches, of witchcraft and idols and shit and just throw it at Jake continually. You know, but you still couldn't stop prophecy, man. That's why, again, quoting Revelation 11:11, great fear fell upon them. You know? Because it's like, damn, we did everything. We infiltrated their communities with drugs, sex, alcohol, wickedness, high levels of witchcraft, idolatry, sin, just do a fucking cocktail bomb into the community, and somehow you still have men and women and children come to the understanding of who they are and the power that they are to serve.
That's why scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob. Right? Speaking on the elect. The elect were always going to come out of that mind state, man. The elect were always going to remove themselves from the ways of Babylon, from the sorceries and witchcrafts that Babylon the Great had put on us, man. What we have got done? You know?
That all goes back to what? That all goes back to that precept. That precept you said. Pretty much the Spirit bears witness that we are the children of the Most High, man. We are fulfilling these prophecies to this day. We're out here on the highways and byways, teaching our people to come back to the Lord, because it was prophesied that we would forget our ways, man, and eventually return back.
This is Romans 11:4. It says, Romans 11:4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Okay? Meaning that the Lord has preserved a remnant that isn't going to become fully indoctrinated in the ways of Babylon. You know, they're not going to serve this idol. You know, they're not going to bow the knee. All right, they're going to turn back to the Lord.
We're going to be the one signing crying, man.
That's right.
The abominations done thereof. Look up, man. We can just take a glance at this place, man. This place is through, man. All kinds of abominations all over the place. Kind of transformers walking around. Children can't even keep your children safe because motherfuckers snatch your kids up. Bro, this place is through, man. This place is done. And you got Jake that still wants to take hold of this place, man. Be attached to the sinking ship. And that's why they got to be done away with.
Psalms 83:6. Now, who's the main leader of this council? Who started all this, got the nations, together and have one consent to be confederate against us? First on the list, the tabernacles of Edom, so-called white man, the damn devil the Bible speaks of. Always they're cheering us on, when we was at war, or we, Most High punished us, or we was going to captivity, or we fighting. Always Esau, Edom. Always there. Raise it. Destroy it. There when we were trying to cross the desert, wouldn't let us go through his land, running through the back, killing, the back of the line, we crossed the desert, killing the young and the old and the women. Always Esau, Edom, the damn devil the Bible speaks of. He first. The Ishmaelites, the Arabs, firstborn of Abraham, who think, they got a right, to the covenant. But they the chosen people. You're not. Yeah, he blessed y'all with, with money and jewels, oil, and you be princes and gave y'all all that land, but y'all not the chosen. Moab, Chinese, Hagarenes. I'm not sure, I think they're the Arabs, some sort of Arab. Cabral and Ammon, Japanese, and Amalek, you 48ers over there that's running the plant now. You the top damn executive head of the damn devil. you top devil, Esau Edom. The Philistines, or the Hamites, inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also joined with them and have helped the children of Lot, Selah. All the nations, every last one of y'all came together to snuff us out, do away with our heritage, put us in slavery, make us forget our God, y'all beat it out and put us in chains, put us in slavery. But right now, the children of Israel are waking up now. And y'all know what y'all gonna get next, man.
It's pretty much those that are discrediting the sign, you know, they pretty much come in the spirit of Esau Edom, the rest of these heathens. You get that Ezekiel up
This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
So for Yahweh them, Yasha'Allah, all right, but Yahweh is the southern kingdom, Israel is the northern kingdom.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Because Ephraim is the head tribe of the northern kingdom. All right.
Verse 17. And join them one to another in one stick, and there shall become one in thine hand.
And that represents how the Spirit, you know, gathered us. Going back to Isaiah 34:16. Right?
Verse 18. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus said the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them in with him.
Pretty much saying, like, when your people inquire, you know, what does this mean? You know, show them the tribe, the respective tribe that they come from. You see, but those that are not taking heed to the sign, you see, they come in the spirit of Esau, even the so-called white man. They pretty much dividing the nation and scattering. You got that?
It's the book of Luke, chapter 11 and verse 23. He that is not with me is against me.
So those that are not with the Lord, you know, in totality, they're against the Lord. You see?
And he that gathereth not with me scattereth.
So those that are not in acceptance of the sign, you see, they are scattering. All right, they're going to reap destruction from that. They don't repent.
And that's what we're seeing with these other camps, man. So these men are not gathering in the spirit of Shai, man. So they're gathering in their own spirits. And that's causing the flock to be scattered. And ultimately, that scattering is being used to sift the unwanted out of Israel, man. You know, the ones that the Lord wants are going to hearken unto the true word, man. They're going to come back and serve the Lord, you know, according to his will in truth and sincerity, man.
Add to that, everybody that see the sign and see that you're one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all don't repent, come back to your house and y'all shine. Don't care what religion you in. I hire you up in that religion, whatever. You don't repent if you one of the chosen of this 12 sign chart. Come back to your house and y'all shine. Most High is against you. You against the Most High. Because you want to stay in the world and serve these other damn devils that our forefathers was taught by the damn devil Esau Edom. The damn devil the Bible speaks of when he put everybody in slavery and made everybody bow down to these damn daughters, Satan, and white man, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, you know, and all these other religions around the world. So when you see that, you're I don't believe that, all that, you're against the Most High. You automatically, you know, set for destruction right there because you reject your power.
I got a precept. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, thus said Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. So this is talking about here in America, man. Both the tribes of Israel and the tribes of Judah are here, man, to this day. That's the reason why this chart is here, man. That prophecy of Ezekiel 37 is here. It's being fulfilled right now.
How are they refusing to let us go? By keeping us in this cesspool of wickedness, hiding our heritage. You know?
Keeping us oppressed.
This is Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. So as we read in that Luke, man, these men are out here scattering the sheep of the Lord's pasture, man. And it's going to be death and destruction unto these men, man. You know, when you try to keep our people away from the true 100% doctrine, man, because of your own vain opinions and devices, man. You know, and ultimately these men are compromised at the end of the day. You know, whether it be through the spirit or through Esau Edom, these men, you know, are clearly not men of the Lord, man. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
Basically, he said, read it again?
No, Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Basically, that the Spirit is dwelling with you. See something? The Spirit is dwelling with you. You'll understand this. You know, but you can see that these guys don't have the Spirit. All right. And ultimately, you can recognize yourself on the sign. Going back to your forefathers, if the particular prophecies fit your forefathers, then that's what you are on the sign. You see, each respective prophecy that happened to each respective tribe, that's what they would be identified as in these days now. You see, going from Yahweh, all right, they came on the slave trade down to Issachar. You see,
And that's the thing about the scriptures. You know, the scriptures are only meant to be given unto the initiated, right? Brother, could somebody grab Matthew 13?
Man, I'll get this from here. At Revelation 13 and 9. The Strong's Concordance, it says, to be endowed with the faculty of hearing, to hear, to attend to consider what has been said, to understand, to perceive the sense of what is being said. You know? And that you have to have the spirit of Yahweh Shai to perceive the things that are being said, to understand that the men that are on these charts, the tribes, you know, that's all a spiritual matter, man. You know, we don't have a physical DNA test that we can take, man. It's all through the spirit, man. You know, so you have to have the spirit of Yahweh Shai on you in order to be able to hear, to perceive, you know, to be able to, what does it say? To understand what's being said, man.
This is Matthew 13 and 11. It says, he answered and said to them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Right, so the Lord has pretty much added the fine line where you're going to have Israelites that are going to be able to receive this word, and you're going to have Israelites that aren't going to be able to receive this word, right? Because we were instructed to do what? Eat the whole roll. And this is a mystery unto the world. You know, who the Israelites are. Who are we? You know? Jacob believed they a fucking alien before they believed they are Israelites. You know? But that goes back into the mysteries being revealed unto us and not the rest of the world. You know? Right. Now when you look at that word mystery in the blue letter, it's Strong G3466. It says hidden things, secret, general mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. Okay? So to be able to receive this word, as the brother had asked for in Revelations 13 and 9, he who has ears, let him hear. That's a real thing. Because in Isaiah the 6th chapter, it talks of what? The angel that's blocking the ears, that's covering their eyes, so that they won't be able to hear this word all the way up into the destruction. They won't understand it. They won't grasp the concept of their heritage and who they actually are. As many Jakes walk around here, they'll still think that they black, and they think they're Hispanic, they think they're Native American in 2023. It's too much damn information for you to be that ignorant, you know? But it's the fact that it's an actual angel that's blocking them from actually accepting it. Like the word is going out, but it's that angel is just like, you're not gonna get it. And that's the blessing of to be able to receive the word. You know? That's a blessing.
Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he's seeking for. It's like brother said, y'all ain't gonna get it, man. Y'all seeking the Most High, y'all not seeking him. Y'all seeking God of Satan. That's what y'all seeking. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all can't get it. But the election have attained it. But the men of the Lord, the 1/3, we got it. We receive it. We know what's going on. We repented. We understand the scriptures, man, to the best of our abilities, man. We know how everything happened. We know why it happened. We know the end there. We know the end that if you 2/3 that don't get it, they ain't gonna get it. We know that. And the rest were blinded. Y'all blinded, man. The other nations, y'all blinded anyway. That's the rest. You Israelites, y'all ain't gonna get it, man. Most High blinded y'all. Y'all gonna suffer terrible, horrible death in the near future for walking by and rejecting the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, rejecting who you are, looking at 12 tribes saying, with just no regard to it. So when that time comes, death and destruction come upon this land, you ain't gonna be trying to, don't try to run and try to soak up as much knowledge as you can right quick, because it ain't gonna happen, man. That's right. It's gonna be a crying for wine in the street, and you're gonna be looking for the men of the Lord in that day.
This word blinded in Strong's G, it says, to cover with a thick skin, to harden by covering with a callus, to make the heart dull, to grow hard, callous, become dull, lose the power of understanding. So the majority of Israelites, they don't have the power of understanding. It was removed from them, man. As the brother was going into, the angels are actively blocking these people from receiving this because the Lord doesn't want them, man. Lord willing, He wants us because He endowed us with this gift, but the majority of people will not receive this because they've been hard, they've been covered with that thick callus, man. Because Esau Edom, they accomplished that diligent search, man, and they're to keep this word from our people. We're in the midst of what will be known as a silent war, man, because they're trying to control the narrative. They're trying to control information. I'm gonna get this real quick. It's an article that says "Understanding a Silent War." It says, and they're using the cyber attacks as the silent war. Examples, right? But we understand that all these cyber attacks are what? A war on information. They're trying to obtain as much data as possible, man. But it says cyber capabilities are the most hidden and can be used by anybody and are thus more dangerous than traditional weapons, being information, man. It says new threats are emerging as technology advances, and we are now facing a fifth dimensional warfare, a silent war. So that this is a fight to obtain information. This is a fight to obtain data. This is a fight to control the narratives of what's going out into the earth so that you can control the minds of the people, man. That's why they're actively coming against the scriptures, man. That's why anything that resembles an opinion that comes out of the book of the Bible, man, they completely go against it, man.
They're creating a psyop, right? And I want to get the definition of psyop. It's psychological operations. It says operations to convey selected information and indicators to audiences to influence their emotions, motives, and objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of governments, organizations, groups, and individuals, man. And that's what Esau's trying to do, man. Esau's trying to paint us as the bad guy, man. Trying to paint us as the enemy, right?
Here it is. You got Esau doing all these things. Pride, his brothers were speaking on earlier before we started camp. And Esau be doing all type of wicked ass shit in these high-ranking elite meetings and whatnot. The reports that came out that they had hella prostitutes at the double summit. Because where is the flag, the outcry for these elites that are openly having prostitutes brought to them, right? But they'll shame all of you civilians for going ahead and popping.
Right. Even going into, they're trying to, as the brother say, shame people into accepting this new carbon tax and all these things, talking about you should be cognizant about how much energy you're using. when every last one of those motherfuckers took a private jet across the world.
And then on top of that, to add to you, bro, remember that little white chick, the little white girl that was she was like the staple,
Right.
the face of this new age against carbon emission. Shame on you, you're ruining my future. And now, them stupid ass Europeans, they on the back burner, fucked up for energy. Because they actually took the steps to go ahead and cut back on carbon. You know, cut back on the use of natural resources. You know?
You know what I found out too? She's actually a descendant of the Rothschild. Yep.
That's so crazy.
It's all they set all these people up to deceive the masses, man. To trick you into accepting this new world order system, man. You know, all these things, these carbon initiatives, all these things are them establishing this new world order, man.
Right. And these simple-minded niggas are gonna go ahead and take that Karamu when it's introduced. This is all you know. This is all you believe in.
It's like you took that juice and see what happened. Y'all ain't gonna look at that and learn. Y'all gonna look at it and, you know, figure, well, we will, because y'all ignorant, man. Y'all blinded. Y'all gonna take the you know what, and y'all gonna perish. Millions of you. Billions of you. Billions of you.
Because ultimately, they put their trust in Egypt. They put their trust in Pharaoh, man. Not in the Lord. Who, that's what you should be putting your trust in. Otherwise, you ain't gonna be delivered, man. Esau's gonna come out with that sea hip as a way to as a form of stability in those times. And a lot of Jake's gonna cleave onto that because you trust in Esau, man. You trust in Egypt.
And y'all gonna take it, man, because you ain't been able to buy, sell, trade. I went to the bank the other day, man, to get out, you know, a certain amount of money. You know, they asked me what I was gonna do with it. You couldn't get that much out now. My money now. You just see that it's already starting. You know, it's already a hit on there. Nigeria, people that raiding here, where else? China, all these other countries. It's slowly, see, they're testing out over there now. Well, you're gonna go to the bank one day, you ain't gonna be able to get your money out there.
America's gonna get hit. America's gonna be the last one that actually gets that big bang. Like,
Yeah.
Because what they do, they test all these different things out on a smaller scale, so they know how to come back when the people start to uproar. Because they know it's gonna be, you know, people pushing back against the system, man. But they're gonna already have the measures in place to choke out those uproars of the people, man. You know, but you know that silent war, that information war that's going on right now, being behind the scenes, it's gonna get real loud out here, man. No, it's not gonna be hidden from you anymore. It's gonna be out in the open. You know, all of Esau's devices are gonna be, you know, completely made known to the people, man. And they're gonna do that because they know that without the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there's nothing you can do against them, man.
that's right.
Second Ezra 15 and 15. Wait till you take the people money away.
No, what they're doing is creating those social experiments, man. Ultimately, because what does the scripture say? Esau, pretty much talking about Esau, it says he does a diligent search. Meaning he tries to, has his graphs, his pie charts and everything, trying to fucking evaluate, you know, what's the best outcome. And
This is we'll time it up to go ahead and take effect in 2020. Like even with the shit they got on the CDC website. You know, here it is, the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, has a zombie apocalypse preparedness test. And nobody thinks anything of it. Like, what the hell? Like, why is it that you have this on your website? Because they have preparedness for the event if this happens in the future. This isn't just something that they do for shits and giggles. Nobody gets paid to work for shits and giggles.
They'll call that misinformation, though, right?
Right.
You know, when somebody brings that out, you'll be, you know, ostracized from society, you know, for being a so-called conspiracy theorist, right?
Well, see, that's his power. He worked in secret, close. You know,
The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
right. Stealthy. Demon.
Another thing, you know, the Space Force. What's that all about, man? They're getting ready for the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Come on, they got
The
those
Lord,
big,
man.
they got those big telescopes. The Vatican got them. You know, NASA, the military, the ISS up there. They see the ships flying around, so they're getting ready. They building up force up. That's just how proud and arrogant these devils are. To think that they're gonna go up against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're gonna go up against Yahweh, man. Come on, man. They got to be some proud devils. Just like the book said, Habakkuk 2, before. Man, these devils ain't right, man. You gonna go up against the power that made you?
You're gonna go up against the chariots, but you can't shoot a balloon out the sky. Be real. Let's be real.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that which is and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. That make a man an offer for a word, and lay a snare from him that reprove in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught.
They make a man an offender for a word, man. They're trying to control the narrative, man. They want to remove the righteous speakings out of the earth. That's why they actively come against the men of the Lord, man. That's why, you know, they even people who have platforms that have little inklings of truth in them, they ostracize them, man. You know, you get so-called canceled from society, you know, for speaking against the ways of this world, man. You know, you get arrested and thrown in jail, you know, for speaking against Babylon the Great and what they push, man. All the madness that they try to get people to subscribe to, man.
Where is this propaganda against these sex traffickers, against this open pornography on these various social media sites, the over flooding of this type of shit daily on every platform, right? Where is the hatred? Where's the propaganda against these pedophiles that are trying to gain rights and that are actually gaining steam for this? Where is the propaganda against these people that subscribe to the alphabet community and live this alternative lifestyle that's not conducive toward bringing forth anything profitable to nation building? All right, and that brings forth diseases. You got a whole fucking monkey outbreak months ago, and ain't nobody tell the nasty ass niggas to stop. They just said, "Hey man, look, you know what you doing?" Shit. Nah, it should have been a stop and desist letter at a cease and desist letter at every one of them nasty niggas' cribs, right? But the focus is never going to look toward the evil, you know, because they themselves do this.
Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place, man. Right, so man, all this folly that's going on in America, man, everybody's pretty much damn near everybody's a partaker of it, man. So they ain't gonna call that out, man. They love it. They love it here, man. Oh yeah, propaganda. This is
Because what we're seeing right now is a propaganda against the men of the Lord, and they're censoring, you know, the various voices that are speaking against Babylon the Great, man. And when the famine of the word starts, man, that's going to be, you know, the fulfillment of Esau trying to remove us off these platforms, man.
The streets and everything.
This is a definition for propaganda. It says information, especially of a biased or misleading nature.
Of a biased and misleading nature. They're trying to control all the information, man. That's why you see, you know, the various platforms of social media, you can only speak on certain things. That's why you see on YouTube, you can't even mention certain names, you can't mention certain words, or your channel will get taken down, man. You know, because they're controlling the narrative, they're controlling what goes out into the ears of the people, man. But one thing they can't control is the words of Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You know, and that's what they're fighting to do, man. They're fighting to try to take this word off of the airwaves, man.
This is a little more than this. It says information used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view.
And what are they promoting, man? They're promoting wickedness. They're promoting evil in the earth. They're promoting various degenerate sex acts, man. They're promoting murder and death lifestyles, man. All these things is what Esau Edom is pushing into the masses, man. And all the while, they're censoring the voices of the men of the Lord, man.
Right. And who are the figureheads of all these wicked? Who does Esau set up to be the figurehead of all these wicked things, man? That's what they're trying to push us to, man. They're trying to promote this to Jake so Jake can cleave onto those things. They can see that they can seem like it's cool, right?
Jake is the trendsetters, man. Jake sets the trends that the rest of the world follows after, man. So if they're influenced to do wickedness, the rest of the world is just gonna follow suit, man. but I got this word censorship. It says it's the suppression of speech, public communication, or other information. This may be done on the basis that such material is considered objectionable, harmful, sensitive, or inconvenient. Censorship can be conducted by governments, private institutions, and other controlling bodies, man. No, because this is what, like it says, it's sensitive. It makes them uncomfortable. You know, we're objecting to the ways of Babylon the Great, right? When they're out here pushing the true misinformation, man, and we're pushing the truth. You know, they're pushing lies, they're pushing falsehoods. Like, all we're trying to do is put the truth out there so that the people can hearken unto the message, man. But they're coming against that, and they're trying to take it down, but it's not going to work, man.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
To the pulling down of strongholds. What is doing that, man? It's the word, man. How about Shemal Shah's spirit, the spirit of prophecy, is the word is pulling down Esau's hegemony, man. It's causing those foundations to crumble, man. Because why? The way Esau rules the world is adverse to righteousness. And righteousness, truth, is the only thing that can combat this wickedness out here, man. Everything else, all the other ways that people have thought and schemed up to come against Babylon the Great, they won't work because they're still rooted in wickedness, man. The only way this place can be done and have the downfall, have those strongholds removed, is through righteousness, man. Because brother get righteous, it's like get strongholds in the blue letter, and it's a definition. Because these devils, going back to that control over information, you know, they're trying to remove all the information of the scriptures, all of the information of Yahweh Shai, you know, from existence, really, man. You know, they're doing it lightweight right now. As I mentioned, it's a silent war. But soon it's going to be in your face, man. You know, all the people who believe on this book are going to face persecutions, man. This is the word for strongholds in the blue letter. It is G3794, Strong's G3794. Definition A, of the arguments and reasonings by which a disputant endeavors to fortify his opinion and defend it against his opponent. They're trying to, what, fortify their opinions, man. They're trying to defend themselves against what? The truth. Well, they're trying to defend themselves against the word of the Lord because it's exposing these devils, man. It's causing them to be brought to light as the true, the biblical Hebrew Edomite, you know, that they are, man. The wicked that the scriptures talk about, man. No, that's what's exposing these devils, is the word of Yahweh Shai coming through the mouths of his prophets, man. Yeah, these strongholds, the further proof of why these strongholds are so important to be pulled down is because for so long you really had our people subscribe to bullshit, to nonsense for their entire lives. You know, you had Jake going to the grave not knowing that they were Israelites. You know, not knowing the name of the Lord. Those days is over with, man. Right? You know, the spirit is pulling down these strongholds, and this devil who is adverse to the truth is now trying to come against it.
This is the book of Romans chapter 8. For to be carnal-minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So, be carnal-minded is death, man. Y'all 2/3 out there, carnal with this damn devil, think what he think, want to take up arms and action, whatever, against the men of the Lord like he think. It's death to y'all, man. Spiritual minded is life and peace. Men of the Lord, we spiritual minded. So, it's going to be life and peace for us in the near future. But you carnally minded Israelites out there, it's going to be death for you, man. They don't want to, bow down and repent, come back to Yahweh Shai. Scoffing and scorning against the men of the Lord, against the scriptures. It's going to be death to you. They don't believe, out here still partying and doing all the sin and wickedness. It's going to be death to you. It's going to be death.
So, like the brother mentioned, man, Esau, Edom, as we read in the definition of strongholds, they're trying to get that same opinion, that same mindset, placed upon you people out here, man. They want you to live completely carnal mindset, man. Because why? Then you can be controlled by their devices, man. So then you're subject to what they have, their agendas that they have prepared for the world, man. But like the brother read, if you have a spiritual mindset, then you're going to have life in peace. You'll have peace of mind when this devil comes down with great wrath. You'll have peace of mind when all this world falls to pieces, man. You won't be completely overtaken, with your emotions, with your carnal mindset, man. Because you've forsaken the ways of Babylon the Great, you've forsaken the opinions and the misinformation that they pushed out here, man.
Romans 8:7, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High. For it's not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. It's enmity to the Most High. The Most High can't stand y'all. Y'all sinners. Y'all proud Edomites. Proud, 2/3. Carnal. Most High can't stand. So enemy between you and the Most High.
This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh. Stand ye in the ways and seek and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. Okay, and that's the path that we following now. The ancient path, the old way, this truth that we were given, that was a heritage of ours passed down from our forefathers all the way to now, that we adhere to it. We exercise it right now in these times, right? It provides rest to our souls. And ultimately it's going to lead us into rest. Lord willing, we endure to the end and make it into the kingdom, right? But it says also, but they said, we will not walk therein. So what's going to befall the 2/3 that refuse to walk in this old path? Here it is, you got the ancient way that's proven throughout time to stand the test of time, and then you have this new modern way that people have tried to adapt, that's proven time and time over for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to be no benefit. But niggas still got something to say. You choosing to not walk in this way, you're putting yourself into more diverse spits, man. Okay?
This is Sirach 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded?
Now, here's the flip side. Look at the generations of old.
Right.
Did any that trusted in their own heart stand the test of time?
Hell no.
That's that misinformation, man. Anybody who believed the counsels of whatever afflictions we were going through, whether it be Assyrian, Greek, Babylonian, Roman, anybody who followed after those ways, did they receive salvation? Were they protected in the calamities that they faced, man?
Obviously, you don't have no accounts, right? Well, verse 10, it says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? The answer is no one, man. There was no one that was ever despised, confounded, or forsaken. That put their trust in Yahweh Shah, man. Everybody else that put their trust in Babylon or whatever captivity we were in, they all ended up perishing, man. They got no account.
And when you abide in your fear, that means you are dwelling, in the flesh, man. Because those fears are only rooted in what Esau Edom can do to you, man. You're not thinking about the fact that Yahweh Shah controls these devils, man. So you're not living in the spirit, you're dwelling in the flesh, and that's why you're abiding in those fears, and that's why you won't receive of the deliverance if you continue in that way, man. And that's the message that Esau Edom is trying to disseminate throughout the earth through this information war, man. That you should live, you should come hearken unto me, and receive of my salvation. They don't want you to think about the Lord at all, man. They're trying to remove him, from everyone's thoughts, man.
Back with the brothers, man. Esau Edom got y'all corralled in that wide gate, man. That's the way that y'all walking in, man. This is Matthew 7:14. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. See, 2/3 out there, man, y'all in that wide gate, man, that's party, fun, do as thou wilt, rap videos, you know, women walk around being sluts or whatever. That's that wide gate. Esau Edom has taught our people to go down. Y'all love it. It's all kind of entertainment, bright lights, the glamour, Hollywood, you name it. That's that wide gate. And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, see? Will lead you to destruction. And many there be which go there at, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way that leadeth into life, and few there be that find it, see? That way, that narrow path that leads to light, it's a little small, little alleyway, and nobody want to go down. Like, ain't nothing down there, man. Ain't no glamour. You know, ain't nothing going on. Ain't no restaurant. Ain't no parties. Ain't nothing. It's just a little alleyway. Y'all don't want to go down there, but look what's on the other side of that. Look what's on the side. All y'all seeing what you see now. All this glamour. That's that wide gate. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil, the Bible speaks, they're laid out for you. It's going to lead your way to destruction. And this is Isaiah chapter 28. Isaiah chapter 28, 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, and are we in agreement when the overflowing scourges shall pass through, it shall not come into us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Those strongholds, going back to that, man. No, the information that Esau Edom is trying to push out to the world are lies, man. It's a foundation that is rooted in falsehoods, right? And that's why they're what's the word, coming against us so diligently, because they understand that this truth is tearing down all those falsehoods, man. You go into that word refuge, it says shelter or protection from danger or distress. So this truth is dangerous to them, man. Why? Because it's weeding out the lies, man. It's exposing them for who they truly are, right? That's the information they don't want the world to hear or know, man. Because it's a threat to everything that they've worked so hard to build, man. You know? Because this whole thing, man, it's all these things are going on behind the scenes to control the opinions of the masses, to control what information gets out and what information doesn't get out. But soon, it's going to be made very loud and clear what these devils' intentions are, man. What they have planned for the world. And they're going to make it known to you, what's the word, violently, man. We're in the midst of a spiritual war, and it's a silent war right now, but soon it's going to get real loud, man.
Scriptures tell us in Revelations 12 and 20, this devil is going to come down with great wrath. Because he knows that his time is short. He got to go Operation Warp Speed to really kick off the force to reel the people into his NWO.
That's why the Most High is speeding up the day for the Israelites. For our sakes, man, because this damn devil, like you say, like a roaring lion, seeking who made the vow. He hurried up trying to get his, New World Order, start, kick off going. So, y'all go, man, the Israelites out here, man, they don't know what the hell is going to happen to them, man. They all just walking blindly in this man's society, not knowing this man is carousing right, get y'all right up for destruction, man. Y'all gonna die. That's what he want. He want to thin out the population. And the ones he don't want, that they gonna keep, he want to manage them and put that what in them and try to control the whole planet and put us back in hardcore slavery. Man, once that thing get into you, man, you ain't gonna be, your life is over. You done sold your soul to the devil. You ain't gonna be do nothing without this man knowing. Man, y'all just don't know what's coming down the pipe. And they're gonna make dress it up and make it all neat, make y'all get it once you get it.
Ultimately, our people are being led as a sheep to the slaughter, man.
That's right.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
The spirit of his mouth is what, man? These prophecies. The words that are coming, that he's putting through his prophets, man. The men of the Lord you see out here on the highways and byways, preaching and teaching, doing these video epistles. That's what the Lord is putting out here. That's revealing these devils, man. That's the information that they don't want the world to receive, that they don't want the world to hear. That's why they're actively censoring men. That's why they're actively, throwing out propaganda against the believers, man. You know, they're trying to present us as public enemy number one, man. You know, it's about to get, you know, a lot worse. You know, the persecution, all these things, us being outcast from society. You know, all because of this word. All because of the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, that they don't want the people to hear.
Yep. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Esau, Edom, you know, the physical manifestation of the spiritual demon Satan, man. You know, they actively, you know, they act as the tool that the Lord is using Satan to use, man. You know?
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
Lying wonders, man. As Brother Lamar had mentioned, man. You get that C-hip, man. You get that implantable buy or sell device. You know, that's a lying wonder. Right? The mind chips, right? You know, the people, you know, fixing blindness or fixing whatever ailments that you have. Right, yeah. All these things are those lying wonders that Esau Edom has prepared, you know, to ensnare the people, man. To deceive you, man.
Verse 10.
But we're wrong when we bring it out. Right? We get our channels clipped. No, we get content strikes for misinformation, medical misinformation. When we tell you about the jabs causing blood clots and people having seizures and bullshit like that, man. We get ostracized, you know, for coming against the C-hip being pushed, man. You know, it's not even in the full mainstream yet, and they're already laying out the propaganda that the men of the Lord who talk about this thing being the MOTB, you know, they're saying that we're already anti-Semitic. Yeah. Right? No, so that's how you know these devils are hurt, man. That's why they're fighting so much to keep this information hidden, man.
Good precept. This is Galatians chapter 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Exactly. We have became enemies. We was already enemy of Esau Edom to begin with, but now we definitely priority number one because we've surnamed ourselves by Israel. We've woken up to the truth and we're chanting down his system. You know, we come forth with the truth, as the brother Kwame Wafu said, and we get our channels clips, right? For just bringing out the word of the scriptures and the truth and understanding associated with it, and correlate that with the times and seasons we live in. And yet we're seen as anti-Shem. You know, we're seen as the problem. We're seen as the bane of the earth. This cancer that needs to get pulled off, right? But that's because we're teaching the truth.
It's the other way around, man. It's directly opposite of what they're speaking on, man. They're the cancers that need to be removed.
Right.
They're
They
the people.
fooled you.
Exactly.
They have fooled you. Exactly. Verse 10. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Right. So the people who's not receiving this message, man, whose eyes are closed, you know, whose ears can't hear, you know, they're being deceived actively, man. They're falling victim to the enchantments, the psyops that Esau has set for them, man. You know, they're being what's the word? They're having their minds altered through the misinformation, through the propaganda that Esau is pushing, man. You know, there's an article about wartime propaganda, and basically, to paraphrase it, it goes into sowing doubt, man. You know, they're trying to sow doubt amongst the masses. So why? So that they come and trust in Esau Edom, man. You know, so that they trust in Egypt. They put their trust in Egypt, and they understand that that's going to pull them away from the Lord, man. But what they don't take account of is the elect, right? This whole agenda is to pull the elect away from the Lord. But as you read in the latter parts of Romans 8th chapter, it says nothing can take the elect out of his hand, man. You know, so nothing Esau Edom can do through their misinformation, through their the psyops, the propaganda. None of that is going to sway the elect, man. And Lord willing, you know, we be of that number.
That's right. We had read before in Romans, right? The Lord preserved 7,000 that's not going to bow the knee to Baal. So the Lord already has the elect predestinated. The Lord already has the elect predestinated that aren't going to, you know, take the chip. You know, that's not going to adhere to this NWO that's going to prophesy against it. The prophets were already predestinated. You know, Lord, as the brother has said, Lord willing, we endure to the very end to be found worthy to escape this coming destruction.
Let's start with 8. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. Then the man of lawlessness will be revealed.
The man of lawlessness, man. Who is that? The man who pushes death throughout the whole earth, man. The man who was gifted the sword as his blessing, man. You know, Esau, Edom. You know, the whipping stick that has beat the earth with a continual stroke. You know?
Be allowed to let roam free, man. Do whatever the hell you want. Says the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yahushua will kill him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming.
The breath of his mouth, man. This word, going back to the information that they're trying to control, man. They don't want this word to get out because it's killing them, man. They understand that when this word goes out, the elect come back, and if the elect come back, then they go down, man. You know, that's the chain of operations.
It's a slow killing.
Right.
You know, like how the scriptures speak about how when one repents, the angels rejoice.
Right.
When one repents, the Edomites are screaming, "Ah! Oh my God, please! Not another one!"
They don't say.
And that chokehold gets just a little bit tighter every day, man. Every believer that comes out and you know, and repents and comes back to serve the Lord, man, you know, it's one more, you know, drop of poison on Esau Edom, man.
That's right.
This truth has got Esau up at night, you know, having cold sweats, you know, scared as hell, you know, doubting of his kingdom, man. That's the reason why they're doing that whole thing on their Davos, man. They're plotting and planning, you know, how to combat this.
That was actually one of the topics of discussion at the Davos. They said that was a pertinent matter. I'll pull up the article.
John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Who's the thief? The so-called white man, the damn devil. Who stole us from our land? Who stole us from, you know, and turned us away from Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Look at you 2 dirties out now. He literally turned us away from our power. Y'all don't really want to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Who did that? The damn devil, the white man.
He stole everything, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He stole everything. He killed everything. And if it was up to him, he would destroy everything.
That's
man.
right. That's right. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, don't send Yahushua down here to destroy this man. He literally going to destroy the whole planet.
And you see that, you know, the carbon initiatives, just going back to that. Those things are created to create a famine across the earth, man. You know, they try to push this ozone layer nonsense. You know, the earth is running out of oxygen, the earth is running out of resources, there's not enough land, there's too many people. They push all that bullshit because they want you to believe, you know, that you have to stop consuming in order for them, for the world to flourish, man. But the world was designed to flourish eternally, man. It's because of these goddamn devils that the world is dying, man. Because they're killing it, man. They're actively killing the earth. And them stopping the production of the CO2 that's what keeps the plants growing, man. You know, that's what makes the world breathe. You know, that's why what the trees need to live. That's what the plants need to live. That's what your food needs to grow. So now they're using that as a means of population control, because they're gonna have access to, because their true agenda was to try to remove all type of food growth in Africa and throughout the world, man. But they couldn't do that because there's areas that they can't get into, man. Even in like the Amazon, there's areas that are too dense for them to go into and actively go and destroy these things. So what do? They do it passively. You know, by taking all the carbon out of the air, it's going to kill all the plants except for the ones, as brothers have brought out, that they keep in these damn bunkers, man. You know, and going back, these devils are flying planes that one plane is using up them and putting out the amount of carbon that a car would use in an entire year. You know, and it's hundreds of those damn motherfuckers out there, man. You know, so it's the hypocrisy in these devils, man. You know, they push these narratives, and that's what they're trying to control because it's exposing them, man.
That's why all these movies, you know, you see like Mad Max, Book of Eli, you know how this world is pretty much dead. That's pretty much what they want, man. It ain't far-fetched, man. All this ain't far-fetched, man. That's the plan, man. To make the world die, so that way they can have full control, man.
As the brothers were saying, the misinformation, I have made mention of it, the World Economic Forum. So, this was from the LifeSite. It says that the World Economic Forum's 2023 meeting will focus on countering misinformation. The World Economic Forum is attempting to predict and mitigate what it determines to be misinformation. Right? Then it goes on to say what? The description for the panel doesn't define misinformation, but claims that a wide range of actors have access to an ever-increasing capacity to spread misinformation. Which means what? There's too much avenues for the truth to go out for them to control at this point. Okay? And that's a pressing issue for them because, as the brother Quanawaf has been going into, right? They want to control and mitigate all accesses so that their narrative can continually be upheld, so that their stronghold doesn't get kicked over, like it's been getting kicked over for the past decades. You know, really since the elders and apostles have gone out on the highways and ever more when the unicorn started getting tapped. You know, now the devil like shit. Damn, I can't do nothing. Like you just had a news article come out with Project Veritas, the dudes that came and caught that Pfizer marketer, that they're now pretty much about to be banned from Facebook and Instagram. They didn't kill anybody. Here it is though. You got these little bitches on here doing all this nasty ass shit, promoting all this sex and shit, but they don't get banned.
They just allowed the trains to show full frontal nudity, man. You know? Because why? That's what they want the world to see. That's what they want the world to be consuming, man. That's the information they want you to be taking in, man. They don't want you to be hearing about how they're destroying the earth, how they plan on killing off the population, man. They want you to think about, what's it called? I can turn myself into a woman. All this madness, man.
All types of bullshit that don't matter. Why is it that nobody is talking about the things that are pertinent? Because as the brother Quanawaf said, they want to flood your mind with folly, as the brother had read in Ecclesiastes. Folly is set in great dignity. Okay? So the matters that are pertinent to you to actually establish yourself and understand how to operate as an Israelite, they don't even acknowledge those things.
We're a threat to national security, according to them.
Yeah, literally.
What was that? What was the bitch
Bring
name?
out the truth.
Exactly. because all they do is lie, man. If you've been telling lies your whole life, when you know somebody knows the truth, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to keep them from saying the truth. Because everything you've built has been built on that foundation, man. And like the brother said, man, it's slowly getting kicked away at, man. You know?
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. See, right now, evil's going to be put out. It's coming. It's being put out now. But it's going to take a lot of work. Yahweh Shemel Shai going to come out. Have to come down here and send Yahweh Shai down here and stomp y'all damn wickedness out, man. It's going to be quenched. And as for faith, it shall flourish. Faith's going to flourish in that day, dog. The men of the Lord, we see all that happen. Yahweh Shemel Shai going to beam us up. Some angels come down here and kick off and destroy y'all doggone civilization. Faith gonna flourish then. Corruption shall be overcome. All that corruption is gonna be overcome. And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. See? The truth gonna be declared in that day. It's gonna be fruit. It's gonna multiply. It's gonna be righteousness all over the earth. We can't wait till Yahweh Shemel Shai come and stomp out all this wickedness and all this evil. Stomp out your kingdom, man. That's all your kingdom is made up on, wickedness, evil. Anybody look at TV and been around, just living. This wickedness everywhere. Everywhere. All on the big screen. All in your house, all your kids, disobedient. your wife, talk to an Israelite man, most of them, everywhere, on your job, road rage, you may go in the store, shooting, murder, all on TV. I mean, just wickedness everywhere. We're sick and tired of living in this damn kingdom under rulership of these damn devils. It's glorious, you know, it's their kingdom. It's glorious to them. But until a man and the Lord is waking up, man, we know it's wickedness. We know that our kingdom ain't gonna be like this. We know what the kingdom should be like. And that's what we're striving for out here, trying to wake up our people, man, so we can get back in our kingdom. That's the only way we're gonna get back. We got to seal, bring in that last man, get him sealed. And then all hell gonna break loose for this damn devil. You 2/3. All hell gonna break loose on it, literally. Once that last man get sealed, that's what we're out here doing now. They also what they out there doing. We're trying to seal that last man. That's what we doing. You 2/3, we just preaching the word to you, so the blood won't be on our hands, like we said in all the videos. Y'all, we know y'all didn't hear it, but we trying to seal that last elect, so we can get the hell out of this damn polluted planet, this polluted earth. Esau Edom is in rule of, man.
Yeah, the only way this place is gonna be cleansed, man. I mean, the only way righteousness is gonna flourish, man, is this place gets wiped out the map. Most High's gonna have to sweep it, man. We do the destruction. So he's gonna have to do that nuclear fire, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:9. It says, "This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles."
Counterfeit power, man. That's why scriptures talk about the Lord has set bounds that he cannot pass, man. Because the powers that they have limits, man. The powers of the Lord are unlimited. You know, do you want to be on the side of limited power or unlimited power? Right? That's what it comes down to. And they try to keep that veil, you know, over the eyes of the people, so that they think that the only power out here is Esau Edom, man. But once that veil gets removed, you see this place for what it really is, man. And then you can come back and serve the Lord, so that you may be accounted worthy to receive, you know, access to that power, man.
Verse 10, it says, "He will use every kind of deception to fool those on their way to destruction."
He will use every kind of deception, man. That's all the misinformation they push out, man. That's everything you see on TV, everything you see on the radio, everything you see on social media. Is all deception they put out there to do what? To deceive the people, you know, to lead them to destruction, man. And that's why they put these countermeasures out, man. That's why they have an anti-defamation task force, man. What the bitch say? The House Speaker, she was talking about if you talk against America, you're basically
Yeah. Well, you basically saying she's like a domestic terrorist. That's the term she used.
right. You know, so they consider people who speak against the agendas, the wicked agendas that this place pushes, as domestic terrorists, man. And that persecution is about to come because of the word of the Lord, man. Like I said, the behind the scenes, the quiet means that they've been doing, the silent war, you know, it's about to get loud because that persecution is going to be aimed at all the believers in these scriptures, man.
Like the scripture says, but they delight in lies. They delight in lies because the lies that forwards their kingdom. Because that's the way the kingdom was set up, man, in lies. So by us coming out the truth, like the brother, you know, is harping on this lesson, you know, because we can bring out the truth, they hate us. They want to come up against us because it's tearing down their stronghold. So continuing on in this, 2 Thessalonians 2:10, "He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on the way to destruction."
Every kind, man. Anything you can imagine these devils are going to use to deceive you, man. Everything about the society is designed to deceive Israelites, man. They don't give a goddamn about these other heathens, man. Their whole point is to try to take the elect out of the Lord's hand, man. You know, so all they're doing is trying to deceive you Israelites. But like we brought out earlier, there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. There's no enchantment that's gonna take the elect out of the Lord's hand, man.
So,
2 Thessalonians 2:3. "Let no man deceive you by any means." That's the part right there. Don't let these devils deceive you by any means, man. Let's get down to 2 Thessalonians 2:9. "Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders." See, they deceive us by all these lying wonders, man. It's tech, it's technology. That's how they deceive the masses of the people. Television.
If you go into that word television, actually, I'm going to get etymology. We even had one of the inventors, if I'm not mistaken, of television. He said that he doesn't let his children watch it.
That's the main, way they deceive the masses. Television. Tell a bitch. Tell a damn lie. Lying wonders.
So definitely.
When you go into the etymology, it says, goes into the word telly, which means to say before or to say something that's far off, right? And the vision, is what they see, what their plan is, what their ultimate agenda is, man. So the vision, the far off plans that they have envisioned for this earth are always going through the television, man.
That's right.
So it's on every TV show, it's on every news station, it's on every, even online, every website. All of these things are them proclaiming their future endeavors, man.
Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 10 in the NOT, it says, he will use every kind of deception to fool those on their way to destruction because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them.
So you unbelievers, you ultimately non-elect, right? The Lord willing we be of that number. You've refused the word, so now you're falling victim to the devices of this devil, man. You're falling victim to all the deception that he has planned for you, right? He's directing all these this misinformation, all these psyops, all these countermeasures, all the censorship, all these things are designed to pull you away from your Yahweh, man.
I'm laughing because this little girl, she looked at the 12 tribes side and she said, when you said that it's meant to pull you away, she literally made that face like she was startled, like she was scared. She looked at the side.
Everybody should be afraid, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit that's about to go around, right? People gonna get caught off guard. You shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, man.
Israelites gonna be totally exposed. Looking crazy, running, screaming, hollering.
They're like, oh, this looks like the
Proverbs 17, it says, Ephesians 5 and 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what is the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Right. Just to add to the brother's point, there's so much shit that's about to go down in these last days. You need to be wise and understanding of what the will of the Lord is. When mass death happens, mass famine, right? These are the things that were prophesied in the scriptures to happen. But a lot of people don't have an understanding of what the truth is according to the Bible. They rather listen to what they're taught, the precepts of men, okay? Which is ultimately going to lead to a lot of people being misled when the last days actually, when things start to pick up. Matter of fact, read up 2 more verses.
Not having that hedge, man. We're begging the Lord to keep that hedge on us, man. Because we understand what's about to come, man. We see that wave, that beast of destruction coming on the horizon, man. And we're warning the people. We're also in the midst of begging Yahweh to keep us safe, man. But that's what the majority of people aren't going to do, man. And as a result, they're going to receive the full judgment of the Lord, man.
This is Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Right. We are to walk circumspect because the days are evil. You got a lot of these simple-minded people out here that claim to believe in the Bible, but don't understand the times and seasons. Claim to believe in the Bible, but have no understanding of what's going on with the World Economic Forum, right? The prophecy that's concerning the war of Armageddon, Armageddon, right? They have no understanding of these things, but they claim to believe, right? The scriptures tell you to be circumspect. Understand everything that's going on. The scriptures tell you in Sirach 5 and 15, be not ignorant of anything, of any matter, great or
You
small.
have to push it down,
Okay?
Dad. Again.
So that's why it's imperative that you take heed to this truth and that you actually understand what's going on, because the days are evil. The days are evil, and it's all looking at you. You know? Whether you try to accept it or not, the truth is the truth, and it's looking dead in your face. All these simple-minded Babylonians, they're gonna get smacked in the fucking face with a cold dish of reality. You know?
Redeeming. So redeeming in the Strong's G, 1805, it says, to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good.
Every use of the opportunity. We have the opportunity and time to actually repent. I wanted to listen on this earlier today. You know, the opportunity of repentance, it's a gracious opportunity, and it's not to be taken lightly. But 2/3 of our people make light of it. They misuse it. They abuse it. Right? They don't see any profit in serving the Lord. The only profit that they see in serving the Lord is for some other alternative motive if they do. You know?
This thing is the opportunity of a lifetime, man. Jake ain't taking full advantage of it. You give this opportunity to any other heathen, man, they'll take it in a heartbeat.
Man,
Hey.
the heathen be front row like shit. What I gotta do? What I gotta do? What I gotta do? I've been trying to supersede myself into this shit for so long. I'm trying my hardest.
The Lord guys out here handing out golden tickets, man. You know, Jenkins just throwing them away. They balling them up. They're trying to buy Marlboro Reds and Newport 100s. You know, that's what Jake is misusing the grace period that we've been afforded, man. You know, so graciously, man. We don't deserve this. You know, we went into that word mercy, man. Actually, let me get it. We went into this last night. Because we don't deserve the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But the Lord has afforded it to us. It says mercy. It says it implies compassion that forbears punishing even when justice demands it, man. So the punishment is being forbeared even though the justice it should be demanded, man. No, we should all have been put to death for all the things that we've done out here, man. But the Lord's sacrifice brought us back, and He offered us that mercy, that grace period to come back and serve the Lord, man. He gave us a chance to prove ourselves worthy.
And what do you do with a nigga that misuses it? Toss that nigga into the fucking weeds, man.
It's that judgment, man.
You'll get judged.
We went into that word clemency, how a judge will have clemency on a plaintiff, right? You know, he'll say, okay, your sentence will be, pushed back, if you complete these tasks. But Jake doesn't want to complete the task, man. So why? So what's gonna happen? You're gonna get the judgment, man. You're gonna get that life sentence, that death sentence ultimately, from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
This is Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men are fully set in them to do evil, man. So that's Jake right there, man. Just because judgment doesn't hit you right as soon as you do it, Jake thinks that, hey, unless I ain't watching.
That's the thing. That's how you know Jake be on bullshit. Right. That's how Jake be when anything, when shit get real, that's when Jake want to become super religious. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They treat it like a breaking case of emergency.
Right. Everybody over here talking about something like you got this shit going on with this ongoing RICO case with Young Thug, right? Niggas, pray up for Young Thug. Yo, put up some prayers, bro. So where was the prayers at for this nigga when he was sanctioning dozens of murders? You know? Where was the prayers at for this nigga when he was over here promoting sex, drugs, and violence in our communities? So niggas, like Quanawap said, niggas use that shit, the super religious mode, in case of an emergency, man. And in this case of an emergency, when the famine of the word hit, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to do in that point, man. Because going back to the brother's topic, what these devils are planning to do is to control the narrative. The narrative has to be controlled in order for them to enact their policies swiftly and effectively. Okay? And who's standing in the way? The men of the Lord. and these various other individuals that, you know, spit out bits and pieces of truth that pretty much go against the establishment, right? But ultimately, the main focus is the men of the Lord, you know, because we're not just coming at you with the truth of, you know, these trivial, I wouldn't say trivial, but we're not just coming at you with the topics of the news of today. We're coming with the facts and the scriptures to make it all make sense. The prophecy, the understanding, the name of the Lord, your heritage. All of these things coincide, and pretty much it's a driving force and catalyst for these devils to get withdrawn out of power, because they understand the scriptures are faithful and true. Yep.
We're going to get that.
I just want to add on what the brother said about hard times coming when death, destruction come to the Israelites. Y'all, you know, run into the Most High. Or run, you know, trying to pray, you know, please save me, why and all this? That's what Yahweh was saying. Hosea 5 and 15. I will go and turn my place to acknowledge their offense and seek my face in their affliction. They will seek me early. See? Y'all want to acknowledge y'all offense, y'all getting jacked up, trying to find the Most High then. You know, y'all be trying to seek him then, calling, you know, on the Most High. He ain't gonna hear you though. Y'all seek him early, he ain't gonna hear you. That's the only way you gonna call y'all about to know when you get in trouble. He ain't gonna hear you. Trying to seek his face when tragedy and destruction, something, you know, tragic come up on you, then y'all want to call on God.
Dial tone. The number you have dialed has been disconnected.
That's right.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's what the men of the Lord are doing right now, man. And to this day, we're prophesying against this place, man. We're hastening the downfall of Babylon the Great. And that's why the information that they try to disseminate across the earth is going to come against us, man. And because we're in the way of them completing their new world order agendas, man. But guess what? They're in the way of righteousness, man. They're in the way of life. And what we're doing is trying to speak the word to get Yahweh Shai to come back and get them out of the way so that we can have that life, man. So that we can finally live and not be under the rulership of our enemies, man. You know, but that's why this kingdom is coming against it so feverishly, man.
This is Ezekiel 7 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. So only evil, man. That's all that's coming to America, man. Ain't no more building back America great again, man. This place is done. It's finished. Verse 6. And end is come. The end is come. And watch it for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, all thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near. Jacob's trouble. And not the sounding again of the mountains, man. Hey, so that spirit of mirth is gonna be gone, man. All y'all's pride is gonna be brought down low. That day, man, y'all gonna be passed out, man. All you.
The Lord has set up a perfect pop quiz if you made with the whole C19. The pride, the birth, all of that shit got sucked the fuck out.
Yep.
Bitches couldn't get their fucking nails done, couldn't get their eyebrows did. You had bitches out here looking like more brolic than Jake. Like, damn, you got a beard and everything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it's gonna be in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. But worse.
That was a little pop quiz.
That was a pop quiz. You can still go get food. You can still go to the grocery store. You might struggle to get some things here and there, but you still had the means to go out and still get your necessities, right? But this time, you're not gonna have access to anything. You're not gonna have access to the goods, the resources that you need, because when society collapses, all that shit gonna go out the window. You know? Can you say with 100% surety that you're prepared for that? See, Jake be acting like they built for that shit. You're not.
No.
I got a wake-up call for you. You are not that guy. You are not built for the time of Jacob's trouble. You know why? Because it's called Jacob's trouble. The Lord is going to specifically craft that time to curtail and sink into all the deep thoughts that you've had that you get scared of, the apparitions, right? Your financial instabilities, right? Your means to protect yourself and your loved ones, all of that shit is gonna be tested, and you're gonna be in straits and in trouble.
That day, man, Jacob's gonna get that rug swept from under his feet. And this time he ain't getting up, man. He's gonna break his hip and lay there on the floor, man.
Right. And here comes Esau and all the heathen.
Right, stop. Motherfucker.
Fight back, man. I can't, my hit. Well, fuck it. We don't fight fair.
That's what Esau Edom is doing, man. You know, through their devices, through their deceptions, they're setting all these things up to come against the men of the Lord, to come against the elect of Israel, to try to get us, you know, to serve Him, man. To take that awe, that spiritual awe, right? That actual physical awe, being that digital implantable chip, man. You know, to say that, you know, we take Esau as our master. That's what they want. That's why they push the narratives out there. You know, that we're, you know, against America, which we are, but that we're, you know, threats to national security, that we're, what's it called, terrorists, what's it called, homegrown terrorists, domestic terrorists, yeah, treasonous, all these things, because they want the rest of society to see us as the enemy, man. You know?
This book of Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, the kingdom of our Lord, and the power of Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power night and day.
Right. They're accusing us night and day for shit that they setting up for us to do, man. You know, the scriptures talk about not giving your neighbor wine to see him drunk, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, so they don't understand that the Lord is seeing all these things take place. They're seeing Esau Edom put the only options for Jake to do is wickedness, man. They're only presenting wickedness as an escape from whatever turmoil that we're in, right? When in truth, righteousness should be presented from the top, from the beginning, man. And that's what we're presenting, but Esau Edom is trying to do away with that, right? Because righteousness is the only thing that can combat wickedness, man. But they want to be able to continually accuse us to the Lord, saying, see, look at your people. Look at how degenerate they are. Look at that. Look, you can't even recognize them as you read in Jeremiah's 2nd chapter, man. No? Right. They're ultimately trying to regain that birthright, right? You know, because, you know, they jealous, man. They hating on us.
They realize they fucked up, man. You sold your birthright. You sold the keys of the kingdom for some uncooked food. Type of barbaric niggas.
Revelation 12 and 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb
Sacrificing Hamashiach.
and by the word of their testimony.
The word going out, the information, and going back to them trying to control the narrative, the silent war that they have prepared. That information they're trying to keep out is the spirit of the Lord's mouth, man. It's the word that's waking up and activating the elect. That's what they don't want to get out there, man.
And they love not their lives unto death.
Right, so if you be of the elect number, you'll be willing to forsake your life in order to receive salvation, man. You'll forsake the ways of this world in order to get on the side of righteousness, man.
Scriptures speak about how the fashion of this world passes away. Right. So, shit. Why would you want to be siding with the fashion of this world? If you gotta question yourself.
Why is he in the park? That's nice.
Verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
He has a short time, man. The time he has to rule, that little season, you know, is coming to an end. But in that, he's going to try to accomplish all the wicked devices he has ever imagined, man. You know, and the Lord is going to give him access to take 2/3, man. He's going to allow him to take 2/3 in whatever means he has deemed fit, man, for judgment, man. But the elect are not going to fall victim to that judgment, man. You know, this is why Esau Edom is out here pushing these narratives, man. This is why we see them pushing the propaganda against us, man. We see them pushing the what's the word? The cancel culture. You know, the what was the other word?
Why are you getting that? When we read this verse, this precept, when they say the devil has come down to you Christmas, you think it's a little man in the ground with a pitchfork and horn, thinking that's the devil he's talking about. No, he's talking about the damn white man, the damn devil the Bible speaks of. That's what we talking about.
Goddamn little big nose Amalekite walking around here rubbing his hands together like Birdman with his little hat on and his fucking sideburns, you know, hanging out. You know, that's who is, you know, behind the scenes in every wicked discussion, man.
Yeah, the one who made that favor about the man in the ground with a spandex suit and red and a tail and a horn. Trying to, you know, divert, you know, the real truth from his damn ass. Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of the seed.
That woman being Israel, man. He's wroth. You know, if your brother could look that word up, wroth. No, he's got a great anger, you know, towards Israel, man. Why? Because, you know, he forewent his birthright, you know, which was spiritually already designed for the seed of Jacob to take. You know, he gave it up, like as the brother said, for a piece of meat that wasn't even cooked, right? And now he's mad. You know, he's angry with the woman. He's angry with the people that the Lord chose, man. Why? Because he knows that once we get put in power, Lord willing, we be of that elect number, we're going to have an everlasting dominion under Yahushua and King David, man. You know, we're going to be having our foot on their necks, you know, as we read. You know, we're going to have complete dominion over the earth and over our enemies, man, starting with you Edomites, the so-called white race, and you heathen on down, man.
Esau's a little bitch. Damn, he fucked up. Yeah, no, he doesn't want to take accountability for his actions. So once he do, he points the finger. Tries to come at us. How shit is that, man?
This is Rav, Strong's G2372. Passion, anger, heat, anger forthwith, boiling up, and soon subsiding again. Lo, the wine of passion, inflaming wine, which either drives the drinker mad or kills him in his strength.
That's pure rage, man. That's why when Jacob's trouble starts, you Israelites are going to see Esau Edom in a way that you have never imagined, you have never seen him before. It's not going to be the little feeble Edomite with his glasses on sitting behind the keyboard, you know. It's going to be, you know, Esau in his full terror, man. You see him already preparing with their weapons and whatnot. They're training up the kids. You know, Esau is going to get completely let off the leash on you niggas, man.
Right, they ain't buying all them guns for nothing.
Look, it's in Thayer's Greek lexicon, it says, read violently. You niggas gonna be going crazy.
You're like a madman, man. Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon, which is Esau, was wroth with the woman, was wroth with the Israelites, and went to make war with the remnant of the seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach.
Right. They're going to going to war with who? The remnant, man, the elect. That's 7,000 men who did not bow the knee to Baal, man. That's who they're trying to attack. That's who they're setting up all these things to come against, man.
He already know he got y'all niggas. The 2/3, he already know he got y'all. You know? To add to the brother's point, right? You had a recent article that came out where the CDC, they're pretty much using the CDC is pretty much greenlighting the access to surveillance. CDC surveillance program allows government to track unjabbed people when they see their doctors go to the hospital, you know? So, hey, again, it's targeting the elect. It's targeting the believers, the ones that are standing against this man's system. You know?
Because the rest of you people aren't a threat. You know, the men of the Lord, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai, coursing through the men of the Lord and the believers, is the only threat to this society.
That's right.
And that's why they're coming against it.
That's right. That's why the war gonna be with us. They know we're not gonna take it. They're gonna have to get. They got to get physical with the Israelites.
Persecution of the believers.
That's right.
Second Ezra, the 16th chapter.
And they're gonna cast some of us into prison. So we got to be faithful.
So we're gonna be martyrs.
That's right. More. This book of Revelation chapter 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of a seed which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach.
You have the testimony, man. You gotta have the correct doctrine, man. You know, that's the point. They're coming after that true doctrine. That's why you see these men out here pushing false doctrines thriving, man. Why? Because they're not a threat. You know, they're doing exactly what they were set up to do, and it was to mislead people, to scatter the flock, right? Ultimately separating the non-elect people from the elect, man. You know, these men, they're not pushing the true doctrine, the true spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. And even in that, they're still gonna face persecution, man. The devil is still gonna come against them. Right? Why? Because they're still Israelites. You know, they're still enemies to Esau Edom. So they're trying to get rid of all Israelites, man, but they're starting with the elect. That's their main focus.
You up in them churches think y'all, think them pastors and preachers preaching the right doctrine, think they gonna protect y'all. Y'all think y'all gonna get, get salvation up in them churches? Think again.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. And there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Great insurrection. It's like a devil. Because it's a great insurrection against those who fear the Lord, man. You know, it's going to be, as you read in Daniel 12 and 1, man, times that we have never seen before, man. It's going to be so bad. Divine intervention is going to be required, man. Like, we're not going to have any hope if the Lord doesn't intervene. You know, we're going to receive, if the Lord didn't come and stop Esau Edom, he would wipe all existence off the earth, man. And it would just be those goddamn, whatever elite so-called families, man. You know, if they were allowed to completely, what's the word, continue in their wicked devices, man.
I got that word for insurrection from the Free Dictionary. It says, a violent uprising against an authority or government.
Hey, the government of Israel, man. A violent uprising against the authority, because they understand that the true authority in the earth is being reintroduced, man. You know, so that's what's about to uproot wickedness out of the earth. It's the authority, the government of Yasharallah, Israel, underneath Yahweh Shai, man. So they're trying to offset prophecy in that manner, man.
Continuing on. Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Right? Like madmen, sparing none, man. So if you're an Israelite, his eyes are on you, man. You know, you're the primary target, right? And if you're of the elect, you know, you may still have to lay your life down for this testimony. But it's a what's the word? A glorious death, man. You know, it's honorable for you to lay your life down for Yahweh Shai.
Think about when people lay their lives down in war, right? And the honor that they receive, the stories. Corporal so-and-so laid his life down in the 15th Brigade. Great guy. You know, but he was a hero. But see, that's the world though. So how much more the Lord? How much more the kingdom? Now, that brother, he laid his life down for the testimony of the Yahweh Shai. He built it. You know what I'm saying? The same way how we look at the prophets of old.
That's right.
Like, man, they would not eat pork. They would not do that. You know?
Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, Esau Edom, the white man, the devil, the Bible speaks of, shall cast some of you into prison. Why are you going to cast us into prison? No, we believe. We're not going to bow down. We're not going to take that device. We're not going to listen to his commands. Gonna cast some of us into prison that ye may be tried. We're gonna be tried. We're gonna go before their superiors. They're gonna be tried. You gonna take this thing or what? No, they're gonna have the guillotine sitting there. They're gonna have torture devices, probably. We're gonna be tried, man. We're gonna try to be tried for the faith. And ye shall have tribulations 10 days. We're gonna be there. That don't mean 10 days. We're gonna be there. Could be the rest of our lives. Could die in there. Some of us gonna have to be martyrs. Be faithful until death. Like I just said, we got to be faithful to death. No matter what this damn devil do to us, we got to be faithful to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Just like the men saying, like the men in war. They be faithful to the United States, to their military commanders, whoever. They be faithful. They going out there, they get killed in war. Same way it's gonna be with the men of the Lord. Yeah,
it's spiritual. It's spiritual, but we reading the persecution that turns from spiritual to physical.
And I will give thee a crown of life, salvation. That's all that matters.
What's better than that?
What's better than that?
That's what we want, man. Salvation is the only goal, man.
Somebody gonna rule this place. We're gonna have our foot on your neck.
Hey, just speaking through the spirit, you don't really know if, like, when you die, that you're gonna have like that slow death. It's probably not even gonna be like a slow death. You might be in the guillotine, and the guillotine feel like a pillow hit you. You feel like a pillow hit your head, and the Lord may just remove your spirit before it even happens.
Or when the guillotine hit, you will be the men of the Lord who have that spiritual power. The damn thing break, you come out there and free your people, kill Esau and everybody else. That's wicked and evil to come against the men of the Lord. Good, we don't know.
We pray. That's part of the mercy, man. And we pray that we be accounted worthy to receive of whatever form of deliverance that there is, man. Whether we receive the spiritual power, whether we get redeemed out of the situation, or whether we lay our lives down, for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We want that mercy, man. We want, because salvation is the only goal, man. Everything that we do is so that we may be accounted worthy for salvation.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and an eternal weight of glory. Man, so for this light affliction, man, even if we gotta lay our lives down, man, the risk versus reward is far greater than the risk. It far outweighs it, man. So for our light affliction, man, we're going to be rewarded, man, greatly in the kingdom. Everything we have here, man, it ain't shit compared to what we're going to have in the kingdom, man. We're going to be 1,000, million times better, man.
Yeah, we live in the doo-doo compared to what the kingdom will be.
Right.
It's just like a car. Sirach 71. Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto you.
That ultimate harm going into the second death. See, this one, which that's going to be a torment. You see, like you said, the Lord can make it to where you don't feel something like that. This is the definition of torment. It says severe physical or mental suffering. You see, again, the Lord can make it to where you don't really feel it because it's no for the truth until death.
I'm going to get 2 Corinthians 1.
Second Ezra, back in 2 Ezra 16:72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Elect are being purified through the trials and tribulations, man. Through the various adversities that we may face. We have that number. We're being purified so that we may be accounted worthy. Whatever fire, whatever trials, whatever situations, they're built to test us and remove whatever attributes that the Lord doesn't find favorable, man. So that we can be as the scriptures talk about, the silversmith, seeing his image in the silver, man. Also fanning that fire to increase increase the intensity of the things, man. He controls the intensity of whatever persecution that we're going through, but the more intense it is, the more pure it's going to be, man. So we're seeking to be able to be purified and not destroyed, through those tribulations.
See, verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
And the days of trouble are at hand. We are in the midst, we are in the precursors of the days of the greatest trouble the earth has ever seen, man. But the Lord is going to deliver his elect, from those same things, man. From the same turmoils, the same destruction, the same great death that the earth is about to face. The same nuclear destruction that's about to befall this place. The Lord is about to redeem his elect from all those things, man.
Continuing on, verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh, our power.
Never doubt, man. Doubt is a spirit of unbelief, right? I think it's second, no, it's probably Sirach 2 in like 13 or 14, where it talks about those who don't believe will not be delivered, man. We'll paraphrase. So you have to believe. You have to have faith. That faithlessness, that doubt demon, you gotta rebuke that.
Doubt is the enemy of faith. That would take your ass out and have you out here looking bugged the fuck out, man.
Sure.
And that unfortunately is gonna be a lot of Jake in the time of Jacob trouble that didn't, have that proper route, that proper foundation. They weren't rooted.
This is the opportunity to get rooted. All you things you see going around, all the things you see happening in geopolitics, and domestically, everything you see in here is an opportunity for you to get closer to Yahweh Shah. And to be rooted so that when it comes time for the day of destruction, you're not shaking. You have that stable foundation, man. So that you can endure, until the end.
Exactly. Jacob be rooted in everything. Jacob be rooted in 2K. Jacob be rooted in women. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to your salvation, where is your root? It needs to be firm. It needs to be unshakable. Right? Because of the times and seasons we're coming into, the Lord is telling us, we are going to be in this place. Don't get it confused. You going to be here.
It say he will be saved out of Jacob's trouble. Not saved before Jacob's trouble.
Right.
We're going to be in the mix, man. We're going to see people getting put to death by, various means, man. Teeth of wild beasts. Apparitions causing people to have heart attacks. Buildings falling on top of people. All types of shit, man. People get roving mobs, raping and eating people, man. We're going to see all these things taking place. But Lord willing, we be of that elect number, we will be saved out of it, man.
Continuing on. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Let not your sins weigh you down, man. Though you should have a contrite spirit, don't let that turn into, depression. Don't let that, take hold and cause you to stop pushing and stop doing the work, man. It's work that needs to be done. Right? And you can't stop, just because you feel a certain type of way. The Lord doesn't care about your feelings, man. He opened your eyes up to this knowledge so that you can come out and push the word. So that you can pick up that plow and keep pushing, keep working. We all deal with various demons and various, mental afflictions, man. It's part of the walk. But you have to understand that the Lord is putting that on you in order to try you. And ultimately, it's something you deserve because of what you've done. You deserve, man. It's a light thing, for us to suffer that affliction, man. Right? Because the Lord could easily put us to death. When we suffer the afflictions that we go through in this ministry, because we understand that we deserve it, man. But we pick up the plow and we keep working.
Matthew 5, verse 11, it says, Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Right. So that's a blessing, man. All that disinformation that Esau Edom is going to be pushing about us, all the propaganda that they're going to tell the people to come against us, all the various means of cancellations and separating us from society. That's a blessing, man. Because that's how you know you're on the side of the Lord, because the world is not dealing with you, man. You know, it say, blessed when they shall revile you, man. You know, we don't care if these people don't like us. You know, we prefer you not like us. You know, that makes life easier on us, man. That's one more person I don't got to deal with, right? But we understand it's a blessing to receive the disdain, you know, of this world. You know, because this world is disdained by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man.
We got a precept. Let me show you the opposite. This is Luke 6 and 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. There you go, man. That's the opposite side, man. Like, you talk about these church pastors. So, all these pork chop motherfuckers, man, ain't teaching our people the right way. You know, hey, speak well of them. But look at them, man. False prophets, man.
You know, we put these words out, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to comfort the elect, man. You know, to comfort you believers, because we understand, you know, what we're about to face. You know, this world is about to say all men are evil against us, man. You know, it's all set up to come against the men of the Lord. All the institutions, all the misinformation, all the censoring, all the canceling, all these things are designed to come against the elect. But that's how you know the Lord is dealing with you, man. You know, when the world is coming against you. But we found comfort in these scriptures, man.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and 10. Finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. See? We got to put it, that's right, we got to repent and get built up in his faith, man. So, it's like the brother say, this damn devil, get ready to throw all kind of stuff at us, man. We got to be able to withstand all that. Jacob's trouble coming, all kind of persecutions, everything. So therefore, we got to get built up, stay built up, and just truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shai, man. Stand in that damn day. Because the damn devils, he's coming. And all you out there 2/3, y'all walk around, act like y'all don't hear us. Y'all like we see, you know, walk past like we invisible. Don't want to stand and listen. But in that day, man, y'all gonna wish y'all had to stop by and listen and take heed and bow down and repent to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's how they know that a prophet had been among them.
Come.
But it's too late, you know?
This is word for wiles. Strong's G 3180. Cunning, arts, deceit, craft, trickery.
Going back to the deception, man. As we read in that 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, man. You know, the craft of these devils, the trickery, the deception, all these things set up to separate you from your power, man. Right? To try to remove righteousness from the earth. Because that's their true ultimate goal, is to get all righteous thoughts, all righteous actions, you know, out of existence. Why? So that wickedness can thrive. Right? But in a wicked world, everything will die, man. Scriptures talk about no flesh will be saved, man. You know, if these devils were allowed to complete their wicked devices, man. So that's why the Lord, you know, he's hastening the day, he's speeding up the time for the elect's sake, man. So that this place can finally be established in righteousness.
2 Corinthians, do the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the Father of mercies, and the power of all comfort.
Power of all comfort, the Father of mercies, man. You know, that's where we get our comfort from, man. That's where we understand, you get that Isaiah 33:6. You know, the wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. You know, that's the comfort of the scriptures, man. Understanding that whatever we go through, whatever persecutions, whatever perils we face, you know, this is not greater than what the Lord is going to bring to us, man.
Verse 4, who comforted us in our tribulation.
Comforted us in our tribulation, man.
That we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble,
that we may be able to comfort them. You know, the believers, the people who hear these words, man, who believe and hear the words of Yahweh Shai, you should receive comfort as we're receiving comfort, man. You know, that's why you know the Spirit is pushing brothers to do more lessons, to do more works. You know, because you know through us speaking to each other, through us speaking to you through these cameras, man. You know, we're comforting each other and we're comforting those that hear us, man.
This is the time when it's needed.
Comfort and absorb one another daily. Right? And that's the spirit that we try to come into. Absorb one another daily. And another times I am, and times on the soul.
By the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted of the Most High. Verse 5. 2 Corinthians 1 and 5. For as the sufferings of Hamashiach abound in us, so our consolation also abounded by Hamashiach.
Right, the sufferings of Hamashiach abound in us. You know, as the scriptures say, man, we're gonna have to partake of those sufferings as well, man. Right? You know, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, right? But we have to go through that in order to get to the kingdom, man. Right? Because like I said, man, the joy, you know, of the kingdom will abound in us also, man. You know, if we really could get that in Romans 8, 16, I think.
Romans 8 and 16, it says, the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Verse 17, and if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, and so be that we suffer with him.
If so be that we suffer, you know, the sufferings abounding, right?
That we may be also glorified together.
That we may also be glorified together, man. Suffering is a requirement, man. You know, it's the what's the word? The initiation, right? You have to go through this to get to the kingdom, man. You know, this is what you have to do to receive of that salvation, man. To receive of the mercy of the Lord. You gotta suffer, man. You know, it's cut and dry. You know, if you're not suffering, then the Lord's not dealing with you, man. If you're not going through, you're not being put through various hells, you know, on this side and then coming into Jacob's trouble, you know, you should be asking the Lord, you know, to keep his spirit on you, man, because the Lord might not be dealing the way you think he's dealing, man. You know, if you're prospering out here, you know, the way some of these men are, some of these camps, you know, they should really look long and hard at themselves, man, because you know, the Lord wouldn't have his men, you know, prospering on this side.
This is Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You know, just going back to the point what the brother saying, man. You got to be tried, man. You're gonna have to be tried.
Acceptable man to be tried. Man that the Lord has, you know, found worthy. Ultimately, it was deemed worthy from the beginning of time, but they had to go through those trials and tribulations. And the Lord willing would be of that number.
I have to look it up. This is the word acceptable. Free dictionary. Acceptable. Adequate to satisfy a need, requirement, or standard. Satisfactory, but not superior. Passable.
Passable, man. Look, man. Look, we're doing just enough, man. You know, we're giving the Lord what's required from us, man, but we can't never give him enough.
That's righteousness. That's wicked right. Ain't no room for pride in this world.
To the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse read 5 again. For as the sufferings of Hamashiach abound in us, so our consolation also abounded by Hamashiach. And whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in enduring of the same suffering which we also suffer. Or whether we be confident, it is for your consolation and salvation.
Whether you be comforted, it is for your consolation and salvation. Man. Whether you be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation. Right? It's all intertwined, man. They're all, work together. The afflictions that we go through, it's comforting in a sense because you know that the Lord is testing you, man. And the Lord is trying you to see if you can be acceptable as your prayer, man. If you can be accounted worthy. Right?
Verse 7. And our hope of you is steadfast, knowing that as ye are partakers of the suffering, so shall ye be also of the consolation.
If you be partakers of the suffering, so shall ye be of the consolation. Man. That's what we want. We don't want to be out here suffering for nothing. We want a part of the prize. We want a part of that reward. We want a part of the kingdom. We want to be. Every brother wants to be. Everybody wants to be a part of that 144,000 governing body, man. We all want to be joint heirs in that rulership, man. But we understand that we have to go through sufferings, man. Suffering is required. But it's comforting to know that if you suffer, then you'll be rewarded, man. You suffer in righteousness, right? We're not putting up wicked sacrifices, as 2/3 are, right? Because they're going to suffer in wickedness. But the elect are going to suffer in righteousness, man.
Yeah, we're not suffering for no reason, man. We're suffering with a purpose, right? What did Peter ask Yahushua? We gave up our lives, so what should we receive hereafter? And the answer was the kingdom, the crown upon our head, right? That glory, Allah, like he said, Lord heirs with Mashiach.
This is Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that day ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. So the work we out here doing, y'all about some knowledge, I ain't gonna forget this. No matter we have to be a martyr or whatever, he's not gonna forget it, man. We're gonna be well rewarded in the kingdom, man. These 2/3, y'all gonna die, man. Y'all ain't did nothing, y'all don't have the faith, y'all don't even believe. Y'all gonna suffer terribly. Y'all gonna die horrible deaths. That's all I gotta say.
This is 2 Ezra 7 and verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for wide. But they that have done wickedly shall suffer the straight things, and they shall not see the light. So look, you're gonna suffer regardless. How you try to spit it? You're gonna suffer regardless, man.
Right.
But as the brother Yeshaya has said, we suffer with purpose. We are hopeful. We're hopeful that something better is to come. Because we're gonna be in Jacob's trouble just along with everybody else. But we're gonna have hope.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
We'll get Sirach 2. I'll start with 10.
This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right. We brought it out earlier, man. But you gotta have a continual fear of the Lord. You gotta have continual trust in the Lord. And he will redeem you, man. You won't be forsaken. The Lord won't forget you, man. But if you forget the Lord, guess what? He gonna forget you. Right. And he gonna leave you, to perish in the day of adversity, man.
Verse 11. For Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy.
Full of compassion, full of mercy, man. He's got compassion and mercy for all of Israel, man. If that would come back and serve the Lord.
He's showing us mercy to this day by giving us this grace period, man.
Giving us this word, giving us this understanding.
Right. This opportunity to repent and turn back to the Lord, man. That's merciful, man. Him allowing us to receive this golden ticket for salvation, man, how is that not merciful, man? And sending out the prophets out here to warn y'all people, to tell you what's to come. Our people, man, you can't say the Most High wasn't merciful, man.
Look, I misspoke earlier. We abide in the fear of the Lord, so that we may receive that mercy. Now, we don't abide, in the fear of Esau either. I misspoke earlier, but we're in abiding in the fear of the Lord. That's how you get forgiven. Man.
It says, verse 11. But the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful.
Long suffering, man. We all got rap sheets out here, man. It ain't no telling, right? We all have done things worthy of death. But the Lord is long suffering, man. If you come back and repent, you come back, shamefaced, humble, and repent to Yahweh Shai and serve the Lord, He'll forgive you for those things, man. But if you don't, you're gonna be held accountable for everything that you've done in this life and your past lives, man.
It says, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
Right? He's gonna save you in that time of affliction. He's gonna save you when you think there's nothing left. Right? The Lord is there, man. Whenever you feel like there's no hope, you have the hope in Yahweh Shai. In whatever afflictions that we face, we're always going to have the comfort of the scriptures, Lord willing, we continue and endure, man.
Verse 12, it says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands.
Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, those who aren't willing to do the work, man, who aren't willing to push that plow, the fearful hearts, man, the ones who are concerned with the way they look to the people in society, man. Right? You're worried about the opinions of men. We're worried about what the Lord thinks about us, man. We don't give a goddamn about what these people think. Because these people are going to be destroyed at the end of the day. Right?
It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways.
Unstable, man. That double-minded man. Scripture's talking about. Get that. But the Lord wants you to be singularly focused, man. He wants all of your heart. He wants all of your mind. He wants all of your attention, man.
I see.
Exactly. That's why we can't afford to get caught up in the cares of this life, man. Because that'll start to pull your focus from the truth, man. It'll start to pull you away from Yahweh Shai. And we need to be closer than ever to the Lord, man. So we can't be over here wavering. We can't be over here being double-minded, man.
Continuing on, it says, verse 13, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
He believeth not, man. Being faint-hearted, lacking faith,
Being doubtful.
right? Being doubtful, having a weak spirit, man. What's it say? You faint in the day of adversity, thy strength was small, man.
Right.
That goes into your faith. You didn't truly believe. You weren't truly rooted, man. And how do you continue to get rooted, man? You have to continue to push the word, man. You got to continue to read. You got to continue to study. You got to continue to fellowship, man. You got to continue to do these lessons, just to have that rivers of living water, continually flowing, man.
Great.
Time and praying, right?
The apostles had asked the Lord to increase their faith. Be in that same exact spirit, because the times we're coming into, you're going to want to make sure that you have faith. When the videos is done away with, the internet shut down, you may not be able to be around as many brothers, you may not be around anyone. It's just going to be you and the Lord at that moment. You need to have faith. Not have faith, you will tweak out and bug the fuck out, man. You need to make sure you have a full cup of faith to drink from. Make sure that your oil is right.
That's a solid foundation.
Exactly.
I just want to get a quick one. Like you mentioned prayer. This is James 1 and verse 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. This is the point right here. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like the wave that of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yahweh. Right, man? So if you waver, man, if you're doubtful, hey, don't expect anything, man, from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You gotta have 100% faith, man. Especially in these days that's coming, man.
You gotta believe that the Lord is gonna do what He said He's gonna do, man. Right? You gotta be completely steadfast in your belief. You gotta be completely unmoved by what this world is gonna present to you, man. You can't have any unbelief, any doubt, any lack of faith, or else Satan is gonna be able to slide in there and pull you out, man. No, and that's the last thing we want, man. That's the last thing we want for you believers, your brothers and sisters out there, man. That's the last thing we want to see. You know, is somebody who falls victim to the cares of this world, man.
So you want Ecclesiastes? This is Sirach of Ecclesiastes 2:14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when Yahweh shall visit you?
Scripture say, in your patience possess ye your souls, man. We have to continue to wait and watch and work, you know? That's the requirement. Wait on the Lord, man. We can't take anything into our own hands. We can't fight this devil, man. You can't fight somebody with their own blessing, man. You know? That's what the Lord gave them to fight. He gave us the Spirit, man. He gave us the scriptures, man. You know, He gave us this in order to combat Esau, Edom, and the ways of this world. But if we choose carnal means and carnal measures, we'll lose, man. You know, I heard this today. Somebody said you get into a pissing contest with a skunk, you're gonna lose, man. You know, so all these things, you know, are set up so that we can continue in the spirit, man. You know, we can't follow after the flesh.
How to receive that victory? If you ain't following that manuscript, man, hey, like Scripture says, hey, be not upon your own understanding. Lean upon your own understanding, man, you're gonna be taken, man, you're gonna be caught up in all that shit.
We don't have faith. If we don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, this damn devil gonna swallow us up in that time, man. I got a precept. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. See, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall lift up and stand against him. So we ain't fearing Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This damn devil come down on us. Most High ain't gonna lift up our spirit. Most High ain't gonna protect us. He ain't gonna give us that spiritual power to withstand this damn devil. He ain't gonna lift us up if we don't have no faith. We don't believe. This damn devil is gonna come in like a damn flood. Most High ain't gonna lift us standing against this damn devil. For one to believe, if we believe, keep faith.
It's showing you, the scriptures is showing you the severity of the time that we're coming into.
Yeah.
Daniel, the 12th chapter, the archangel Michael is going to have to come down to protect us and aid us. The devil coming down with great wrath because he knows he has but a short time, meaning he's going to be frantic, quick, irrational, right? How do you prepare for this if you just stuck being a carnal nigga?
Right.
As the brother Cornwall said, you can't beat this nigga with his own blessing.
Nope.
This nigga Esau is trained to go. His whole blessing is the sword. And for you niggas that think that you're gonna get away and make it out of these times without acknowledging your sins and transgressions, you prideful as hell, and that's gonna be your destruction. Proverbs 16 and 18, it says that. Pride goes before destruction, man. For you to be so fucking prideful that you can't just repent and amend your ways, that says something, man.
Y'all niggas ain't gonna be able to go up and get this devil with the little guns y'all got. Y'all ain't gonna be able to handle the power of this damn devil on the left hand side. This man got all kind of shit you ain't never heard of.
He has shit that he has just tucked away.
Yeah.
Esau's technology, what we see on the streets, is he's 30, 40 years ahead of them.
Right.
If he really needs to go into his bag, he will go into his bag. Laser technology, laser beams and shit like that, it's not new. Sound bombs, not new. Okay?
Well, they got this little shit called the Hammer of Thor. Pretty much, a satellite they got up there already ready and packed, man, with laser equipment and missiles. Ready to be launched, man. So y'all Jakes think y'all can fight against that, man.
Think again.
Good luck, man, yeah.
With your little AK-47s and your little whatever you got, that ain't nothing, man.
Where'd the gun right?
That water guns.
I remember the little thing of Call of Duty where like it'd be something like this and then like you walk into it and like vibrate or whatever. We still got those too. You know, Jake don't got nothing to combat that. You know,
Sound weapons.
Yeah.
Look, man, if you want to go up against Esau Edom, be my guest. You know, we need less niggas out here anyway, right? We want to see you niggas get destroyed. All you unbelievers, you know, we hasten the day just like we hasten the Yahushua coming, man. We hasten the day we can see all you niggas and all you other wicked parts of the tribes get done away with, man.
It's working in tandem.
All right, y'all holding us back, man. And we ain't want to stay out here in wicked land with y'all. Y'all want to stay there. Y'all love it, man.
That's why, as the brother Lamar had quoted earlier today, right? The days are being shortened. The days are being shortened for the elect's sake, okay? Because you niggas don't want it, okay? You want to have your days prolonged in this bitch,
Right.
okay? But it ain't gonna happen because the elect are sighing and crying pursuant to Ezekiel the 9th chapter, sighing and crying for the abominations done in the midst thereof, okay? You got all this wicked shit going on in the earth, and nobody gives a fuck, okay? You simple-minded niggas, all you want to care about is the latest trend that you see on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, social media, right? Niggas can't even get a job, and niggas are just concerned with all types of bullshit. Like society isn't collapsing. Niggas is losing jobs. Niggas is losing homes. They can't afford the cost of living any longer. And you niggas still don't care. You still think shit gonna be sweet.
You
That's
still
why the
don't
Lord is
believe
gonna
it.
kill
Yeah,
you
you
niggas.
still don't believe in me down here. It's trying to, steer y'all in the right direction. Y'all still don't believe in y'all.
They don't take the guidance. They don't adhere to it. How can you get mad at somebody? I think it's a scripture that speaks about the roughly paraphrasing that when you pity the charmer,
Yeah.
Snake.
pity the
Snake charmer.
the snake charmer, you know? Because it's the fact that the information is out here, Jake. You're just saturated with folly. You think Jake thinks that they so fucking smart and they got it all figured out, but you're saturated with folly, man. You think your PhD means anything? No. That PhD ain't gonna mean shit in the day of Jacob's trouble. That degree you got, that job you got, that house you got, that car note you got, the women that you have, the men that these women have, right? All of that shit's gonna be meaningless, man. If you're not serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, what the fuck matters? All of this shit is folly at the end of the day. So when the shit really hits the fan, we gonna see what's gonna be the energy, man. We already know what's gonna be the energy.
We just gonna see it.
We just gonna see that shit. We gonna see that shit play out in real time. Get that precept, bro.
Sirach 12:13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Will I give two fucks about you for getting bit by a serpent? Am I supposed to feel bad for you? You knew that was a fucking serpent. You knew that this was a snake. It's the same thing with Esau Edom, your enemy.
The serpent.
Okay? The serpent. He the same nigga. You think cause you live in 2023 and you able to go to the store, you able to go to get some food, you think that you're able to go ahead and hop on technology and cancel culture, white the so-called white people, that you have some claim of authority now. That times are getting better. I could call out the police now if I want to. No, nigga. It's the same exact shit. You still in captivity. You read it?
Or it is such as come now while beast. So
This nigga's a beast. He is finna unveil his whole hand and go ape shit crazy. The scriptures tell you, O Assyrian, the rod of my indignation. The Lord is going to allow Esau, he's gonna pull out that rod and say, get busy. And Jake ain't gonna have no covering. It's gonna be like Jake, like when you got beat after you got out the shower, your parents timed it perfectly. You all wet and shit. You still dripping. That's how Jake gonna be. Because you had the opportunity of repentance and you abused it. You misused it. You didn't see this. You didn't see serving Yahweh Shema Shai as profitable, man. You wanted to carry on and care about the fashions of this world, knowing that this shit is about to end. Because regardless of what people say, all of these people on these different platforms, everyone has this understanding or sense that we're at the end of the world. Regardless of whatever they believe in or whatever they think, everyone has that feeling, but nobody has the solution. You're rejecting the solution. You rejected knowledge in Hosea 4:6. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I shall reject thee. So, hey, man, death to you 2/3 niggas, man. Simply put.
These niggas think that they equal to Esau. This is Esau's kingdom, man. He do what he wants to. Just because he let y'all go to school, to college, he let us vote, he give us civil rights. He allowed us to do that. He was this damn man put us back in slavery once. It wasn't for Yahweh Shema Shai. This is his damn kingdom. What's that damn movie, Judge Dredd? He made the law. I am the law. That's the white man, Esau Edom. Somebody put that in the chat. I just wanted to say that. This man is the law. That's why we follow slack. That's why we follow his laws, not those high. That lets you know who ruling the earth, the damn devil. We don't even abide by, well, y'all don't even go by the laws of the scriptures. Everybody know that. They've done away with it. They got you preachers out there preaching, oh, they're all done away with. That's Esau, Edom's doing. We're supposed to be following the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai, Israelites, the 12 tribes. Y'all don't do it because y'all follow this damn white man law, the damn devil.
He presented liberty to our people. And you go into that word, it says it goes into to free from the curse of the law. You know, to free from the law, right? So they present this as like, look, you can come do all these things. You can worship whoever you want. You can be a mode. You can be a trans. You can do all these things, man. Because there's no law here. There's no justice. There's no standard to this place, man. And it's all judged through wickedness, man.
What the Bible say? They go totally against Yahweh Shema Shai. The devil, the damn Bible speaks, the adversary of Yahweh Shema Shai. The devil means deceiver. Our people have been deceived, man. And it's still talking about this. That was the Bible days. That's the old days. We are still in the Bible days, man. We still supposed to be following the laws, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. This damn devil had deceived everybody, man. Yeah, they done deceived their own damn kind, thinking, that they can be saved and all that stuff, man.
Exactly. Here it is. We got nuclear war about to pop off. The unveiling of a new world order. You mean to tell me this ain't biblical? Right. The Lord accounted for everything in history, past, present, and future, but he just forgot to make mention of this kingdom. Show you the simplicity of these things, man. What it is that they don't want to be in biblical times because they ultimately know how the Lord gets down. When you look at biblical times in the past and what's to come in the future, it ain't the best situation for niggas that's on bullshit.
It's different sides of the moral.
Yeah. And what is this? Spiritual Sodom.
And one of the biggest deceptions is y'all think because y'all so-called being blessed that the Most High is doing it. Listen to this. Luke 4:6. And the devil said unto him, Spirit, demon, Satan, all this power will I give thee. How the hell he gonna give you the power if he ain't running the planet? See, you've been deceived, man. Most High gave Satan the damn planet because our wickedness. So therefore, Satan is running the planet now. You being ruled under wickedness. All this power will I give thee and the glory of them, for it is delivered unto me. See? The power that you got serving under this damn devil, it's because Satan give it to you. It ain't Yahweh Shema Shai. And whosoever I will give it. Listen to that. If therefore thou wilt worship me, all shall be thine. See? This damn white man is worshiping Satan. All the little schools you got and all that thing y'all hide, y'all serving the damn devil. That's why you get blessed. The devil got power too. He keeping you stupid. The reason he blessing you because he give you little trinkets and toys and stuff. He give you that to keep you believing in white man Jesus and going up in them damn churches worshiping Satan. So he giving you little gifts and trinkets to keep you deceived, man. And we trying to tell you, you being deceived. real name of the Lord is Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And God, who y'all go up to the churches praying to, y'all can praying to this God right here. You're not praying to Yahweh, but Hashem Yahushua, the God of Israel, who let the damn Satan take over because of our wickedness. Y'all can't get that through y'all damn head. Y'all cannot see that for nothing. You praying to the God Satan. You worshiping the damn devil. And you don't even know it, man. Y'all stupid. We keep telling y'all this week after week after week. Y'all still run up in them damn churches. Jesus this and Jesus that. We sit there and tell you how his name came to be, how they changed Yahweh's name, and you don't believe that. You know, you go up in them churches with them damn steeples and them crosses up at the top. That's idolatry. That's an idol. And you still don't believe it. So when the Most High bring that wrath on them, y'all, man, we gonna laugh at you. We ain't gonna pray for you. You deserve what you get.
Ultimately, these people, they don't got the spirit of discernment, man. 2/3 of our people don't got it, man. They can't tell who their enemy is. They can't tell, hey, what times we're living in. So they're still continuing in that folly, man. Continuing with that bullshit. So over to you. This is Sirach, chapter 2, and verse 15. It says, "They that fear Yahweh will not disobey his words."
They that fear the Lord won't disobey his word, man. Our people are in a perpetual state of disobedience, man, because they lack the fear of the Lord. You know? And fear is the beginning of what? Knowledge. You know? It's the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And because they lack that, they're not going to receive of the mercy, man. You know? You have to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because fear moves you to do the works of faith. Fear moves you to grow in your belief. Because you understand the judgment that the Lord is about to bring upon this place, man.
It says, "And they that love him will keep his ways."
We will keep his ways. This book is our heritage. It's our inheritance. You know, this was passed down for us, for our knowledge, man. You know, everything that's written in here was written for our learning. It's all here for us to grow, for us to understand what our forefathers went through, man. How they conducted themselves, how they lived their lives, man. Our customs, the ways that the Lord had intended for us, man. Everything in every page of this book, man.
Verse 16. "And they that fear Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him."
We're seeking what's well pleasing to the Lord, man. You know, we want to be accounted worthy. You know, going back to that word acceptable, man. You know, we want this sacrifice to be seen as acceptable to the Lord, man. We need mercy. We want mercy. We need salvation, man. All these things are what we're begging the Lord for. You know, all these works that we do, standing out here in the cold, doing all the works, man, studying, being with brothers, man, building in the spirit, all these things, we're doing them so that we can receive that salvation, which we need, because we see what's coming on the horizon, man. We see the judgment that the Lord is about to bring. We see, the fate of the unbelievers, about to unfold, man. And we don't want to be, caught up in that.
It says, "And they that love him shall be filled with the law." It says, "They that fear Yahweh will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight."
Prepare your hearts, prepare your mind, set your house in order, as scriptures say, man. Your heart, Hebrew word la'ab, going into your heart, your mind, man. We're preparing ourselves in the spirit, for what's to come, so that we may endure, so that we can maintain being rooted in this thing. Because we understand that Esau, Edom, and the spiritual demon Satan is going to do everything in his power to pull us out of this, man. And we have to continue to grow, because Satan don't take breaks, man. He don't take days off. He's always behind you, lurking, hiding, trying to catch you off guard, man. And we need all, as the brother had brought out, we need all the spiritual armor, of the Lord, so that we can, what's the word? Yeah, we stand those fiery darts, yeah.
Chapter 6, right? Verse, what is it? got it. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might.
Be strong in the Lord, man. That's why you pray for more strength, man. You pray for more faith. Yeah?
Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand. You need the whole armor, man. That's why scriptures say, you need the whole roll, because if you need the whole roll, and then you can get the whole understanding that's required for you to have the whole armor, man. And then you can withstand in the evil days, man. You can withstand the wiles, the deceptions, all the misinformation, what's the word? The sorceries and whatnot that Esau Edom has pushed out here, man.
You gotta be ironclad in this thing, man. That armor is gonna make you ironclad, man. It's gonna have, you can't have no chink in the armor. So by doing that, man, you're gonna be able to, walk around. Scripture says,
that ironclad, I believe it goes into being tight, having everything sealed shut. You can't have any gaps, no spaces, because the devil is gonna find a way in there, man. You gotta cover all your bases, man. Cover all your gaps.
You can have that suit like Black Panther. You have like something to come in and absorb it and then bounce it back out. And the same thing with this. Keep over verse 12. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
This fight is against the righteous of the world, against the wicked of the world. The elect versus the spiritual demon Satan and his counterpart in the flesh, Esau Edom, man. The so-called elites that run society. They're the spiritual wickedness in high places. They're out here designed to draw you away from the Lord. They're out here, their whole point on earth is to separate you from your power, man. That's why scriptures say, I created the wicked for the day of evil, man. Look, man, that's the only reason they're here. Once this is all done, Esau Edom, he's served his purpose, and the Lord can finally do away with it. Cause that's what we're looking forward to, man. Having them in chains, get them a nice pair of rusty chains out there, have them serve that captivity for 1,000 years, and then watch them be burned forever and be cut away completely.
Verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Having done all to stand, man. You go into that word, having done, man. It means you've completed all the tasks required of you, man. You checked all the boxes. You've been counted worthy. Right? You've done everything the Lord has required of you to receive salvation.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 18, it says, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahweh.
We will fall into the hands of the Lord, man. It's trust, man. You gotta have ultimate faith in these times, man. This brother's going to me. You gotta have walk on water faith, man. It's gonna come a time where we're gonna have to walk out on faith and just faith alone. Because we're not gonna have anything else out there. Everything that we've had in this world will be gone. So we're gonna have to have complete faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in these days. You think about a trust fall, man. You don't know what's behind you, but you trust. Yeah, exactly, man. You trust that you're gonna be caught.
Yeah, it's the last one. A little bit left. It says, and not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
Hey, like it ended, man. We want to receive the mercy from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He's great in majesty, he's great in mercy, but he's also great in judgment. So, pray that lesson was edifying through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We want to close by giving all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles and great men starting well and teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect who listen to this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Bad Babal.
Bad Babal.
Tennessee.
Right.